was ingrained into my head by my mentor.
Nice. Balance is good.
Balance is good.
Alright, good evening everybody, DeathClock Dave here, and welcome to another Wednesday night live stream battle report. We're coming at you the Wednesday after Attack X. Attack X was a great time for anybody who was there. It was good to see people out, and I've got lots of games recorded from Champions and Masters that will be coming shortly as well. So
you're going first, right?
This evening we have a special guest here in town, so Chad Laubacher. Laubacher, there we go. Is here, and you're from
Portland, Oregon.
Portland, Oregon.
Hillsborough, Oregon.
Chad was our lovely TO for Attack X, so he is here. He was here in town for a few days, so happy to have him on stream this evening with his Circle. And we have Corey Doyle, freshly back from the WTC for Team Canada, playing his Retribution here. Chad, what was your pairing this evening?
My pairing was a Morvahna2 in Devourer's Host theme in the Week 3 CID changes. And then my second list was a Kruger 2 out of theme list that I've been playing for a while now that I really like.
Alrighty. And which list did you choose?
I ended up playing the Morvahna2 theme in Devourer's Host.
Alright. And why did you choose that theme, or that to list?
Looking at Corey's pairings, he had a lot of dudes on the table. One of the small issues that can happen with the Kruger list is lack of volume of attacks. But there's a lot of control in the list that I feel like can help make up for it. But I primarily really wanted to get this list on the table to actually test it out a little bit more, because this is one that I feel is really kind of reminiscent of a Mark II list for Morvahna2 that I used to play all the time.
Gotcha.
And I'm ready for her to come back to the glory days.
Yeah, I don't think I've seen her since Mark II. So.
No.
Yeah.
No, you haven't.
You used to see her quite a lot.
Depending on how much time you have.
Yeah.
I can give you all the reasons.
Yeah, no doubt.
Infantry machine died at the start of Warmachine.
The biggest issue is that she got hit 4 times. In changes in the transition. 3 of them were directly to her. 1 of them was the big changes to all of the Skinwalkers.
Okay.
All of the massive changes to the Skinwalkers, which were a primary tar pit and health regeneration unit, because you just throw carnivore onto them.
Right.
And they had rapid strike with the unit attachment.
Nice.
And so
couple of attacks, and then they would get healing up.
And you just get her healing back up again, or you just get to, you hit someone, you heal for D3, and then you hit, miss an attack, cut yourself.
Right.
You could just cycle through your health a whole lot with that unit, and they got changed a lot. And then the big things to her is she lost purification, picked up another upkeep removal spell that was ineffective. Her feat changed, so she can't bring solos back, so you couldn't bring back Black Clads or Gallows Groves. And then the other big change was her Scales of Fate shrinking from her 14-inch control area down to her 9-inch command. And it doesn't seem like it would be that big of a difference, but the difference of 5 inches is really huge for when you bring into consider the key positioning you need to have with her and how low her health frequently is.
Right.
There's lots of times that I'm floating around between 3 and 8 hit points, and that's not someplace you want to be.
Yeah.
If you're sitting there, you're now 5 inches further forward.
Yeah.
It makes you extremely vulnerable.
Gotcha. And just for those of us who haven't been following the CID, what are we looking at for the CID that would apply to your list?
So
I think there's some point reductions on some stuff.
Yeah. So first off, Morvahna, her Scales of Fate went back to her control area. Her sensor spell changed quite a bit actually in the couple of weeks. One of the big changes is they made it so that it still clears upkeeps and continuous effects. I think I've got the paper in the next room. But if your opponent takes D3 damage to keep them in place, as per the spell, they cannot reduce or transfer that damage anymore, like they used to be able to.
Right, gotcha.
And now the Week 3 alteration was that when you take D3 damage, in order to keep an upkeep in play, Morvahna heals for that much damage. The other big changes are Ghetorix dropping 2 points and picking up Pathfinder. The introduction.
That's dumb.
Why would a Circle Beast have Pathfinder,
all his time in a forest at Pathfinder.
I know, right? Jeez. Another big piece. I'm going to be proxying 2 Bloodweaver Night Witches as the Bloodweaver unit attachments.
Okay.
So what it gives them is...
And that's a new model,
It's
right?
a brand
That's
new
coming
model
up,
that's being
yeah.
developed.
Okay.
It gives the unit Sacred Ward and Advanced Deploy as tactics, and then it grants them Divine Inspiration, which is really big for them. Helps out with their hitting, because they also have Gang. They're at 6 pound 9, but they have Gang, and then Divine Inspiration kind of just tilts them up a little bit.
Okay.
Other big changes are the Ravager Shaman is now Command 8 as opposed to Command 6. So it makes his Hunter's Grace that prevents knockdown to Tharn models a little more reliable. The White Mane picked up Counter Charge. All of the male Tharn have rapid healing, so whenever they take damage, if they are not killed by it, they heal D3 after the attack is resolved. Another one of the big things is I'm proxying the Druid Wilder as the Blood Shaman, who's a new Tharn unit attachment that's in development. This guy gives Harmonious Exaltation, has Spell Slave, and then it also has a ritual sacrifice ability where you remove from play a living friendly faction model within 3 inches of it, and then you give a model Divine Inspiration, or a model unit.
Gotcha.
Divine Inspiration. You're ever gonna have to move the house.
I'm gonna use these,
Who's running this
I'm gonna use
operation?
these large base tokens that I accidentally stole. I'm really sorry for whoever bought them for the WTC. I can mail them back to you. But they ended up in my case, and I kept them.
What other changes? Bloodtrackers picked up a mini feat for the ability to swap prey. They also picked up parry all the time. The Tharn Ravagers picked up Brutal Charge, the Rapid Healing. What else is there? This is actually a stand-in for a Moonhound and not a Woldweird itself, because I left mine back in the States by accident.
I don't think I have one here, sorry, bud.
I think that's pretty much it.
Okay. So all in all, a lot of changes for Circle coming through. So
Yeah.
all right, good stuff. And Corey, what was your pairing this evening?
Ossyan.
And
I don't know. You made me make a list, and I made it up randomly.
okay,
I don't even know what I sent you.
Ossyan. What theme is Ossyan in?
Defenders this time. I think I want him in the Webmaster theme, but I thought I'd try out something different.
Gotcha.
Now that these guys are house card units and have Rat 6, so they're not garbage Rat 5.
And that's the Stormfall?
Yep.
And that was a Sid change, you said?
Yeah, under CID there's a bunch of little changes. The only one I really remember was that these guys gain the house guard title, so they can actually shoot stealth models with the thing.
Right, okay, gotcha. Oh, because he can give them
and
the
he can also
thing,
give them +2 movement, so they can move it faster, and they gained 1 rat. So the dedicated shooting unit can actually shoot.
Gotcha. That makes sense, for sure. All right, and we've lost a Chad.
That's fine, we don't need Jet.
Yeah, that's true. So
I have a cricket.
Ooh.
I was like, I don't have enough models. Where did all my models go? But I have a cricket.
There you go. There's a cricket. All right. So scenario is scenario 1, which is the pit 2. Corey, you won the roll and decided to go first. Any particular reason for that?
I don't know. I felt like it.
Okay. Cool.
I went second almost all weekend. So.
Okay.
I thought that was until this one game was going
first seems good. All right. So scenario.
I said almost all weekend. I went first in a game.
Okay. So scenario 1 is the pit 2. We have 2 horizontally oriented rectangular zones, which can be controlled by Warcaster, Warlock, Warjack, Warbeast, Battle Engine. We have a circular zone in the center of the table that is Warcaster, Warlock units, and we have 2 objectives on either player's side of the rectangles. What are you guys going to choose for your objectives?
Do you have objectives?
You do now.
I'll choose healing.
Healing? Chad?
Yeah, mine will be healing too.
Alright, sounds good.
Since all my stuff I would normally give Pathfinder to.
Yes, now
Pathfinder.
I didn't let Chad roll before the game though, because I didn't want him to beat me.
Just fixing your dice for you, sorry.
Nope, they're fine. This is good for you, right? Like I tried to give you a spot to hide, contest, because we had to move the objective.
Yeah, it looks good.
Yeah. I wanted to make sure it stayed tilted to that side. And I also clogged out the middle. The terrain when you go over to WDC is really weird.
We are good to go now. Alrighty, so if you guys are
You recording?
all deployed, we are recording now. Okay, if you want to go ahead and Corey, maybe just point out the terrain for a minute.
What terrain? We have terrain? I thought I was just going to play on a big open mat to make the terrain.
Yes.
Although there's no way the cricker's going to be any good. Alright, it's not so bad. We have a hill, we have water, we have a forest, we have a house, which is an obstruction, which is limited in height. You can hide behind it if you're a large model, or one of these. We have a forest. We have a forest. That there thing is a hill, and that is rubble, so rough terrain and cover.
All right, perfect. Corey, if you want to go ahead and just point out what's what on the screen for your army.
Stormfall archers. I'm going to butcher this when I say it. So they're House Elwur swordsmen.
Nice.
These are harpies. I know they look like aspices strangely, but they're harpies. It's a new harpy chassis. This is the Thane Houseguard solo. This is a Houseguard solo. Unit of Halberdiers with the soulless escort. This is the Thane Knight Gareth Ossyan, Arcantric Force Generator, a Harpy, a Mechanic, and a second unit of Stormfall Archers.
Alrighty. And what have you got on your side of the table there, Chad?
Starting up in front, I've got 2 Gallows Groves. I've got a max unit of Bloodtrackers with Nuala. I've got a unit of Shifting Stones. I've got a unit of Bloodweavers with the unit Attachment being played by the Night Witch.
Okay.
Here in the back deployment, I've got a full unit of Ravagers with the Chieftain. I've got a Ravager Shaman, a White Mane, very large Ghetorix. The Woldweird is taking the place of my Argus Moonhound that I unfortunately forgot at home. I've got a Gorax. I've got a Druidgon Wilder playing the part of the Tharn Blood Shaman, who's the new unit attachment, or the new Warlock attachment, and then Lady Goat herself.
Excellent.
And then over here on the side of the table, I've got a second unit of Bloodweavers with a unit attachment as well.
Gotcha. And they're ambushing from your...
They are ambushing.
The Bloodweavers are the melee unit. They don't have ranged.
Right.
So they're speed 7, correct?
Speed 7, half-inch melee.
So threat 10.5 from the board edge.
Yep.
13.5 because of ambush distance. Yep. So
they're
Stormfall
murder
Archers
bears.
hide over here.
Yep.
Don't go to the middle. Don't think your plan's successful. You know what? I'm going to worry about this side though, because you put them over there, you'll probably just ambush over there, right?
Maybe.
Or just forget about them all game long, like Corey does.
That's what I do.
Super secret ambush tech.
What you need to do is you need to run your cricket over here and turn it to face that side.
Yes.
Because you need to be afraid that I'm going to be charging from the side. Totally.
Congrats on second place and silver in the paint comp. That's fucking awesome.
Thank you.
That Judy is
And
amazing.
third in the team tournament.
Third in the team tournament. Yeah. Somebody's got some skill
We are
too.
amazing.
Oh, you were part of that team?
I was totally part of the team. I was bringing up the average.
I take back my congratulations. It must have been really difficult to carry games.
On the bright side, we totally went with a name that Dave hated, and yet I showed club pride.
Nice.
We're team Kiss My Cog.
That makes sense.
Cause for Kamloops Open Gaming, yeah.
Well, that is our club, Dave.
That is our club.
Which I did love how you were a little hesitant to say that at the end when you were presenting the awards.
I forgot what it was. It's like
It's not rude.
my cog. There we go.
Yeah.
Got it. Yeah.
None of us are.
The best part though,
COC players.
Corey,
Except for Dave.
You don't
is
count, Dave.
No,
is
that's
the
true.
pins we got said we're heroes. So Kiss My Cog was officially the heroes of the team tournament.
Oh, yeah. I think I need to start my game here. This is getting bad.
Start yelling pudding.
You port 8?
I port 5.
5? That seems even better to me for me.
Yep.
Right. You can start your clock too if you want.
Sure.
There you go.
Prey is going to go on your halberdiers.
Did you pray on my clock?
Oh my gosh.
God
Prey your
damn
halberdiers.
Cheating Americans.
Jesus, these greasy Americans.
Hey, he's American.
And then
he's
what's
not
your-
used to respecting other people's
You have a new
religions.
grain.
Ouch. Yeah, so I've got 2. I've got Sunder Spirit, and then I've also got Death Knell. Death Knell is
Both
range
single
8.
model?
Huh?
Both are single model, right?
Death Knell is a 4-inch AoE. It does damage based on the number of models inside the AoE.
Well, I've been Death Knell before.
Yeah.
Yeah, but how many times with your pants on?
Many. I don't take my pants off often, Pat. Except for right now, there's enough pictures of me in my underwear on the internet.
Yes. How come you weren't getting in on the strip war machine? Or were you? And nobody took pictures.
Honestly, okay, hold on.
Or nobody would play you.
Honestly, the taking my pants thing off has a long story behind it. It made sense. It was funny and comical.
Yeah.
The strip poker thing, I think it just takes the game too far. I think doing one little thing that's funny and comical is fine. But the strip poker, that's two guys should have played. There should never be pictures on the internet of that. People should be more respectful. Taking off your pants and playing a game in your underwear is fine, but shirts and stuff, I don't know. Be more modest.
Have some dignity.
I don't know if it's about dignity. Just it's the pictures. I think some things guys can do if they're out with their friends and it's fine. I think when you're in a crowd of people, the pants thing I wouldn't have done except for my team desperately needed it. Prey is on the house card.
Yes.
So that's their prey.
Yes.
Not their prey.
Right.
Because that's a character. Quicken for 3. You have return to play stuff, right?
Only with my feet.
Sweet.
I take 1 damage.
Sweet.
Do you have RFP?
Shadowstorm is a spell.
Cool.
Is Shatterstorm still an RFP?
Yep. So
Oh, never mind. I'm thinking Shrapnel's form.
Yeah. When a detonator, when a mob with detonator direct this and enemy model with a with a dex under 3-inch AoE, then remove the model from play.
Gotcha.
I'm gonna throw out these guys. Dave, is there any chance you have one of those white chalk markers with you today?
Out in my vehicle?
Any chance you'd mind grabbing it? Because I didn't bring mine.
I shall go do this.
I left some stuff.
Been enjoying your time in Gems?
Speed 6. I verified because I don't want to play casters at 1 extra speed anymore.
Is he speed 6?
Yes. I'm gonna charge the Grove. I can see the Grove. Also, I was going to charge from here and charge that, but I'm not 99%. That's how nervous I am, Chad. I'm so nervous in this game. The cricket's just going to run. Speed 4, runs 8. Well, I should have quickened the cricket. Well, that was dumb.
Gonna need
I'm
someone.
100% sure I quicken the cricket next time.
Almost need someone to chop that thing up and make it look cooler.
Yeah, I'm going to do it when I get my own nice dance. Harpies are going to run. Harpies, I believe, are speed 5. And rather than being a dirty cheater, I'm going to check. Harpies are for sure speed 5. This Harpy will run 5. And then 5, and I'll nudge the cricket because I'm a dirty cheater.
I thought I was supposed to be doing that.
Nudging the cricket? No.
No, being a filthy cheater.
He'll run up to here.
If you're both doing it, it's
I mean, I
okay.
could
He'll
nudge
run
your
to here.
cricket. So that sounds a little dirty.
Oh man, I have the same pen, Dave. Where'd you get it?
I know. I don't know. I can't remember the store that I got it from. Pretty sure I stole it from some guy.
Pretty sure you got that thing from my wife. 1, 2, 3. That may have came out and sounded a little bit.
Hey, it wasn't me.
My wife's a wonderful lady. And
She is a wonderful lady
5.
with beautiful cupcakes.
She is an amazing lady. She
Dave,
puts up with
Dave,
much.
It's shit like that
Wrong choice of words, sir.
that makes people
She
want to.
makes amazing cupcakes.
She does. That's not what you
She
said.
makes amazing cupcakes.
You didn't say she has amazing cupcakes, Dave. I am, by the way, going to pass it on to Rebecca, and you will no longer get cupcakes.
Aw.
And now we know Dave.
You
has
have
a
been
sweet-
cut off, sir.
Now we know Dave has a sweet tooth.
Let's guard. They will run. Their speed. Oh no. 1, 2. He's going to give them +2 movement.
Yeah. Yeah, he is.
You okay?
No, I blew my back out this last weekend.
Ooh.
Struggled to play games in the last round. 5. I'm speed a whole bunch. I'm just going to run.
You should be speed 8.
I run 18.
Yeah.
That
They don't
seems
naturally
hard.
have Pathfinder. So it's 5. 4 is 9.
Curse those light-footed
13.
elves.
13 leaves me 5, which is 2.5. You have like assault and stuff, right?
No.
No? Runs. Runs.
Didn't the Bloodtrackers used to have assault?
You know what's
Yeah,
dumb?
they had an ability called Ambuscade, which is a long version of assault.
You know what's dumb? I totally forgot. These guys have advanced move. I'd be 6 more inches up.
Nice. That seems really, really far.
He's with them, so he'll run. 11 swordsmen are going to run. Speed 6, they'll run 12. They have to play by the rules, though. That's bullshit.
Well, if you didn't play by the rules, you'd just be playing Legion.
I disagree. Legion's a little hampered by rules right now. I totally forgot to measure your range of your spell is what?
Death Knell is range 8.
And then scatters, right?
Yes, it can.
Not immune to blast. One good scatter and I die. No! Quit knocking models over. Stop being bad at this game.
Board state! Board state!
Stop being bad at this game.
You sent this man to represent your country.
Joe, we didn't have any other people, so
That's true.
they were fucking
And to be fair, he was only 1/15 of what we sent.
18.
True.
We sent 18 people because we had solo masters and stuff.
There you go.
These guys are going to run with the
So there you go.
Duster pace.
He's only 1/18. And plus, we're Canadian, so we still said sorry plenty.
No, I said my share, sorry. I played Ossyan, and I guess he's broken. The internet tells me so.
With a 57% win rate or what have you.
If you remove the top 4 players that played Ossyan, 4 of us went undefeated. With Ossyan, it changes that math dramatically. And yeah, I know the counter would be... That's your texture box.
Yeah, I know.
The counter could be you remove the bottom 4. I'd be curious as to what would happen if you remove the bottom 4. Just the Canadians and Australians would have combined 20 and 2 with Ossyan. And then there was a Swedish player that went 6-0. So 5 players would be 26 and 2. So I'd be curious if you remove the bottom 5 and top 5. I like the fact that they broke it down to regulars though, and hammer strike, and
Oh, for the themes, you mean? Yeah.
win ratios were pretty even for both. So it's nice that you can play 2 different things. Because all the North American and Australian players played them in irregulars.
So what's their defense now with Quicken?
15, it sounds like.
13 base, so it goes to 15 against ranged and magic attacks.
Cool.
They have set defense, so they're 15 against charge attacks, slam power attacks, and impact attack rolls. They're garbage, just ignore them.
Totally. Totally garbage.
Everything's garbage, just ignore all of it.
Yeah, just ignore all the red things.
I really should have played this list once before actually playing this list.
I've only played this list once before playing this list.
Yeah, but you're a better player than me. You say so all the time.
This is, okay, aside from me playing this list against Nathan yesterday, this is the first game I've had in probably close to a month.
I barely play any Warmachine.
Yeah, I don't play games anymore. I work too much. I know you can, I'm sure, feel that pain.
No, I play a shit ton of games.
Speaking of it, I've got some information I gotta give you later.
Ooh, information.
Are you going to paint more of my stuff for me so I can have this painted? Well, thanks, Pat. Pat's like, eat my dick.
As long as I'm not sneezing the rainbow for a week again.
No, they've all been primed except for these guys, and I might do gold on these guys,
Yeah.
so they'd be different.
I know they've all been primed.
I know. You primed all my House Guard red. It was awesome. And I predicted it right. These guys became House Guard. Yeah, I called that shit. Prior to the CID, I'm like, paint
Yeah.
Stormfall's like House Guard.
Turned around and primed this guy's different houses, each a different color. So what, 4 colors I did that day?
Yeah.
Yeah. Primed, shaded, and highlighted too.
Want the dice tray on the table so you can see? See it
Sure,
there?
yeah.
Can you
it's
see it
kinda
there?
Over there. There you go, that's perfect. Thank you.
Fantastic. All right, we're gonna take some shots.
There you go.
This blood tracker back here is gonna take a shot at that one.
Okay.
I'm gonna take shots.
Def
Huh?
19.
Your mama's so fat.
I have the house.
You're not within an inch of it.
I have 100% within an inch of that piece of terrain.
Of a way that is obscuring your base.
Any part of my model to any part of your model obscured by that. So, like, from there, you're her. I cut across right there.
Okay, sure.
Right?
I don't think you can be that far out from where it is, but it doesn't matter.
Judge.
Grab a rule book. Open it up. We'll go through it and check. Because remember, it's the whole mat, right? House comes to here.
I know. Oh, okay. Maybe
Right.
that's where. Nope, that is the disconnect.
Yeah.
Okay. No, you're good.
Sorry. Here, I'll even nudge him closer so he's you can also choose a different target. If you didn't want to get the Def 19 model.
Sure. We'll shoot it right there.
Okay. Def 15, you're rat 6.
Red 6 to an 8 because you're my prey, so I need a 7.
I'll throw away the token.
That'll hit.
Armor 14.
Power 11 because you're my prey. That'll kill.
I die. Oh no. I get a corpse. Alexia's gonna be happy. Ah, wrong army again.
Fire.
Get her off the board then. She's fired.
She's gonna throw back there.
Okay, he ducks.
Need a 7.
Told you ducked.
Misses. She fired.
Oh, speaking of Lexi, I'm gonna need those models back.
She'll throw at the same guy. Hits.
I didn't say I ducked. Yeah.
Power 11. Kills.
This one?
Yes.
Forgot to duck.
I just didn't say it. I felt he deserved to at least kill 2 models.
If you were letting him, it would have been nice. So you say goose.
No.
That's more fun.
She'll take a wild shot.
Yep, need 9.
Need a 9. Hits. That'll kill.
Yep.
She'll throw at that guy.
Stop moving my models.
Yeah, my bad. I think you can see you around the edge. If not, then I'll shoot the guy. I'll shoot that guy that I nudged. Need a 7. Hits. Kills. They will repo. Let's make sure I didn't accidentally reposition that of. Nope. Cool.
Pro tip: don't repo out of formation, guys.
Right? Yeah. Sometimes I am good at this game.
Yeah, Dave.
She's actually gonna step over there. Oh, was that something Dave did?
The only unit I ever have to worry about is Convergence Choir, so
I wouldn't put it past it.
although Command 6 is bad.
Ghetorix is going to Spiny Growth himself, and then he is going to trample. So I'm going to lose some. Oh no, I have Pathfinder now!
Woo!
Yeah! Alright. I was like, I'm going to lose some movement as I go through the woods. No, or through the rough terrain. No, I'm not. No, I'm not. Because I'm a giant wolf man that lives in the forest. Yeah.
Yeah, I never understood that.
Don't get me started on the Skinwalkers. You won't be able to shut me up, but they are now the only unit in all of faction, all of Circle that does not have Pathfinder. They have Relentless Charge. So angry. So angry. Let's put our
Hungry enough to hold them.
Corpse tokens out on these dudes that start with it. Alright, we're going to activate Chicapoo back here.
Does your new feat get worded so you can bring back Gallows Grove again?
No.
Good.
Nope. We're going to cast Harmonious Exaltation onto Morvahna.
Sure.
What's the range on the cricket?
16 if he
It
sits.
varies on what depends. I think it's 14 base, and if he sits, it goes to 16.
Yeah.
Cool.
I'm not sitting though, because I don't have line of sight, because I forgot to put Quicken on.
Yeah.
Yeah, I played against a lot of red this weekend.
Do the Stormfall Archers have Arcane Fire?
It's because you're in the losing bracket, right?
That's true. That's true.
I'll have to look it up. Nope. They have
No?
Repo 3.
Okay. The Shifting Stones are going to teleport themselves.
I actually fought a pretty good mixture this weekend.
No one asked you, Pat. No one asked you.
Mm-hmm. I know. I don't matter.
I didn't say that, Pat. Did not say that in any way, shape, or form. It'd be mean if I did.
Would be mean if you did. Bloodweavers over here are going to activate. They're going to run. They're going to run screaming at you.
When your army is stealthed.
The Bloodweavers, the Bloodtrackers, the Gallows Groves have Prowl, And
So prowl or stealth?
they have stealth.
Okay.
They have stealth.
Stealth.
The
prowl,
trees.
prowl.
The trees have prowl.
Okay.
Makes sense.
They get into the forest and they're like, "You can't see me.
Be the tree.
I am the tree. I believe in the tree.
You speak for the trees.
I speak for the trees." Moonhound is going to activate. He's going to run. 3.
Crickets on the hill. Not under the hill.
And if he toes on the hill, he can see the whole world, right, Corey?
No.
Oh, it's not a thing anymore.
Not a thing.
No.
Never was.
Thank God.
It used to be, didn't it? The towing on the hill.
And no one made hills over 7 inches fucking big. Except for TOs that were horrible people. Wanted to watch the world
My
burn.
storm wall can see the whole world, even over your
Morvahna is
storm
going to
wall.
walk to here.
Then you drop it in a foxhole.
We're going to spend 1 to cast Sensor. So any upkeeps that are in my control area immediately expire, but you can take D3 damage to keep them in place.
I take 1.
Okay. Take that 1. I'm going to spend 3 for Fog of War.
You take 12 damage, because I say so.
Oh, God.
She's Fury 7.
Fog of War
Fury
hurts
7.
me.
So, sitting on 3. It was 1 for Censor because of Harmonious Exaltation, cost 3 for Fog of War. And then I will repo 5 back to there. Gorax will meander, he'll run. Ravagers will activate and run. Six, 9, less than 3 to get face to face with him.
Pat Bryce requests that you send him pictures of Judy.
Does he not have Judy?
He does.
Yeah, so I'm not quite sure what.
Tell Bryce to man up, or adult up, because I'm not sexist. And go onto Facebook and download the pictures himself.
I'm sure that
Adult
Todd
up.
is going to be posting
Yeah.
those pictures later,
Oh, he already has.
if he hasn't already.
Yeah,
I've also got them on my.
yeah. You shared them.
Yeah.
Sagebrush Painters shared them, and like the day after, and then there's the ones I shared. Kind of crazy how much reaction I've been getting from those.
They're good.
They look fantastic.
Thank you.
They look okay. Fantastic, not good. Saturated. They're unreal. I actually really like them.
We're going to cast Hunter's Grace, which gives my Tharn models no knockdown.
Are they tough?
They are tough. White Mane is going to run.
Where else did you say you have pictures of them, Pat? You say
It's my turn.
There's the Sagebrush group, yours,
The drop
and my personal. If he goes to my personal Facebook page,
You're taking that damage to keep it up.
I'm gonna have people spells.
I was going to say, you just wanted to make me feel like the spell still didn't do anything.
Yeah, I did.
But still didn't clear the upkeep. And I'm just going to drop it because I want to. The spell is a lot better now.
and you
It
said
was-
it's cost 2
It is.
because of harmonious, or
Oh, is this the CID battle?
It's normal. It's normally cost 2.
I only kept
I'm gonna
for...
That's pretty crazy for a purification.
So it's not quite.
Or well,
Yeah.
say purification.
Yeah, it's
Because it's control.
enemy upkeep. Well, it's enemy upkeep spells in the control range immediately expire, so it doesn't hit animi or continuous effects.
Oh, I see.
It only hits spells.
Gotcha.
And then a spellcaster can upkeep any of the spells in play by suffering D3 damage points per spell. Damage done this way can't be transferred by spending focus or fury points, transferred or reduced. Remove 1 damage point from the spellcaster, so from Morvahna, for each damage point caused by Censor.
Ghetorix
Can only
does
be cast
prowl?
once per turn. No, he does not. But he's currently defense 16 under Fog of War.
Because he's 14 base, right?
Right.
Do I risk dying? I think I risk dying. Nope. I just smash them all because I'm a fucking dick. Easily get there. Camp 1. Not the boost to hit 2 probably. Yeah, let's do like a champ. Like a champ. I'm gonna try and kill everything. I'm gonna walk to here so I can see him. I'm gonna feet.
Yep.
I'm gonna cast Admiral on myself for 2.
Mm-hmm.
If I lose, I lose. I'm gonna torque a shot at your, because I think that's just a regular shot. It's not an AoE or anything. Yeah.
Yep. Range 12.
So I'm a 6.
You're within 12.
Yeah. It's 13. 12.
It's range 12.
You're easy with it.
You're still in.
I need 1 to hit, so I'm just gonna boost.
Okay, shield guard. No, I'm just kidding.
I know you don't have shield guard. I looked. I will hit.
Okay.
I will roll damage.
Armor 19.
19 dice off 6.
And it's models hit by your gun, right?
Yeah, you're -2 defense now. Take 10 to 1.
Ouch.
Well, feet, right?
Oh, yeah.
His feat is an additional damage,
Additional damage on all ranged attacks.
and then he takes 1 less on his.
Yeah, I don't think I'm going to get shot back by much.
Gotcha.
All right. All right.
Tooth and claw on the other hand.
He flies 5. Make sure he's facing this way. Oh, you're supposed to get a focus on the mechanic. I don't play rat. He'll shoot this guy. What's his def arm?
13. I don't think he's in fog, so 13.
13 arm.
15.
Do I really need the... Oh, try and raw dog it because I got future sight. Right? Pretty sure I got future sight? Because I just used it? Yep.
Yeah, you do.
I'm a 6, so need a 7. Miss. I only need 1 more to hit, so I will boost.
Okay. Crit on it.
Oh, it does. Knock down a thunderbolt. So you're pushed
Okay.
3 inches and you're knocked down.
Cool. Directly away, right?
Yeah.
And he was already outside of the 8
And you will die.
Tough. Oh, I'm knocked down, so no tough.
You mini feed it for can't be knocked down, right?
He's outside of the range.
Oh, okay.
I was just checking that while you were rolling. He was just out, and you knocked him.
Second shot will be that guy.
Okay.
So within my range, need a 7. Raw dogs it. About 12. Dice off 5.
He's inside 5.
I rolled 11.
Okay.
Dice off 5. Correct.
Armor
12.
15.
Dice off 3. Take 13 because my dice love me.
Okay. Tough check. He's tough. Can't be knocked over. He heals for D3. He heals for 2.
Crick is gonna aim. He's in the 16.
Pause your clock for a second while I update my damage tracker here. He's number 6, and he healed 2 points. If you're tough, if you're tough, you heal 1 point already, so I'm up at 3. Okay.
Crick is gonna shoot that guy on the hill or attempt to.
This one?
Yep. No. That one.
Cool.
I can't see that one because you've based, right?
Yeah.
Does he have a shot type he has to pick too?
Yeah, I'm just deciding.
Cool.
Just deciding. I don't really need the extra damage, right? Do you have Pathfinder on them?
Yes.
Yeah.
Gorax is the only thing without Pathfinder.
You know what? I'm just gonna try and hit you with a slam.
Okay.
So I will do momentum. Oh, it's not a slam. It's just pushed. Oh no, it is a slam. Awesome. I will try. So rat 7 goes to rat 9.
Okay. Defense 17 on the hill.
Yep.
Yep.
Oh. If this model uses its normal movement to aim, its range bonus gain +2 range and +2 range attack damage. Okay. So I need 9.
Okay.
Nicely done.
No matter which way it lands, it's a 4 or 6 and I hit.
I don't know if you guys can see that or not, but the dice is on
Yes.
its corner.
Second one. Yes.
Okay.
Cricket is garbage.
So magnet under the table confirmed?
Yeah. Oh. Vengeance for them.
Yeah, I don't really give a shit. This game's pretty much done before we started. But we're here for fun, right? He'll shoot him. I'm going to set him on fire.
This one?
Miss.
Okay.
It's an AoE.
In the very least, you can put
Goes
the
to
extra
1,
link
4.
on.
Can I actually try 1, 4, so it goes past 1, 4 inches. Second shot. Set him on fire again. 7 misses.
Doesn't it do damage?
No, it just sets him on fire.
Oh, okay.
Goes to the 1, 3, so gets him also now.
Okay. So they're on fire.
This guy here will shoot this guy in the middle again, because we're just hoping for that really good roll. And honestly, even if I hit it, the damage is garbage anyways, because it's like POW 12, so it goes to 6. But it does say it causes no damage. Oh. They're not on fire. I have to direct hit, so I'll shoot.
Okay.
I really don't care what I shoot now at this point. He'll snipe the leader. That'll hit, because you're not on the hill. The leader.
That's the Shaman.
Okay, well I shot him.
Okay.
Takes a POW 12. Armor?
15. Armor 15.
Gets him.
Somebody said fire is on direct hit, apparently.
I already fixed it.
Oh, you did? Okay,
We had
cool.
that conversation, Dave.
Okay, sounds
You
good.
take 9.
I'm watching
Take
chat.
10
sorry.
boxes.
he has 5 boxes.
Yeah.
Tough check. He is tough. And he's not
Last
knocked
guy
down.
shoots him.
And he heals 2.
Hit him again. Make a tough roll. Because I can do 2.
He's not tough.
Now they lose, they can't be knocked down?
Right.
Should have done that first. Should have done that first.
What rat are you? 6? You rolled 9s to hit?
6. Yep.
Okay.
This unit will run charge, I guess. They'll charge into here. Charge like this. Actual charge. They're going to mini feed.
Yep.
Because they're dead anyways. Charge here. Runs. 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 And this guy runs all the way back here. This guy will charge in here.
Good thing I've got that sweet mini feed to switch my prey around.
That's fine. He's garbage anyways, and now I'm going to make him bullet. Charge check here. Yep. First guy.
Coming from this guy?
I'll hit, yeah.
Okay. You're swinging around the edge
Sure.
of the building.
I'm plus 4 to hit.
Okay. I'm a.
Because I'm mini
6.
feeded and I charged, right?
Aren't they brutal charge and not powerful charge?
I'm looking it up. Chad, stop yelling at me.
So I'm a 16 with the wall there.
They start 6. Mini feed is +2/+2.
Mm-hmm.
That is charge attack damage rolls.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so I'll miss on the first one.
Yep.
Second one. Miss. The little dude. Miss. Because I can't roll dice. No.
Yay, team effort.
Peer
Team effort at its finest.
Peer pressure, all the cool guys are missing.
They're putting the F in effort.
So you're 14, right?
Yes.
So here. Hits.
Yep. She does.
Kills.
She does.
In front of me. 4 will miss.
Right here.
Yep.
Yeah.
They ran. This is going really swimmingly. Quite swimmingly for me. Charge.
Mm-hmm.
Charge. Charge.
We have
Charge.
Parry.
Happy. Charge, because I would have ran someone else into charge. The charge into there to fight her. The charge in to kill her also, because I need to. Runs to here. Steer, runs to here. Alright, they're mass 7.
Are they still all
This one here?
remain? Oh yeah, there's your leader, your officer.
Miss.
Yep.
This one here. Hits. Dice.
She dies a horrible death.
This one here. Hits. Dice.
Right here.
This one. This one here. Hits. Dice. This one here, the indestructible one, she'll die to a 13.
Okay.
So it lives. 13. You're 14, right?
Yes.
And this guy here. Yes. Oh, 7 hits. 14.
Oh.
The important ones. Ghetorix. We'll walk up to Ghetorix. AFG is like a 2-inch bubble for that bullshit. Yeah. He's going to shoot Ghetorix. He is now minus 2 defense, correct?
What's the range on your gun?
12.
This one?
Yeah. Is
Okay.
it not? Yeah, it's pretty 12. You
Okay.
are exactly 12. I just measured it.
Yeah, you're good.
Yeah. If not, I have lots of movement, but I measured it.
So I'm a base 14 up to 16 from Fog of War, down to 14 again for the -2.
So I am a 6. I need an 8. Trying to hard roll the first one. Hits it.
Crit knockdown?
Uh,
Because it's a Harpy, right?
correct. It is.
Is it knockdown?
I think it's Thunderbolt. So I don't know if I want it because I lose my second shot, but then I auto hit with the other guy.
Well, you're not going to push him anywhere.
Is he up against someone? Oh,
Yeah,
then I'll
I'm up
definitely
against
take it.
the...
It's Thunderbolt. Same shot as the.
Okay.
Just let me double check. Yep. Push that 3 and direct it by. Knocked down after being pushed. Oh, thank God,
Okay.
luck can save me. Boosting damage. It's about 12. So
Okay.
base off
7.
7. 19.
Spiny growth, baby. Doesn't
I'll just roll well. By the way.
Yeah, yeah.
Take 11 to the 5.
Is it...
I can play like absolute garbage and still
Yeah,
play nice.
11 to the 5.
Because I'm trying really hard to play like garbage. I really am.
Next shot?
I boosted. I'll just try not to roll once.
I mean, yeah.
Hits.
Yep.
I'll boost damage. Base off 7 again.
Yep.
I'm really sorry, Chad.
That's fine.
10 points to the 5.
I think that kills it.
I'm really sorry, dude. I should have gone for Morvahna.
And then it happens.
Because I rolled the 6s. I would have knocked out Morvahna this game. I feel really bad, Chad. I make all these mistakes, and you're like, I'm just going to kill you anyways.
I'll take the 2 Fury from him.
I'm really sorry, dude. I owe you a rematch.
That's fine. It happens.
So he's within an inch of the wall. So I don't want to deal with him. I went first, so I can't shoot your objective. And you're going to ambush on the side and kill half of my army. He's just going to run over here because I didn't activate him. I didn't give a focus to him. I'm good at this game. I killed one model to be vengeance.
Yes.
Yeah. Only good enough to travel the world playing it.
Yeah, you don't have to be good to play for Canada. You just have to show up.
You just have to be Canadian and show up.
Just
'Cause I tried to play for Canada, but you won't let me.
You're not good enough.
I had a good argument. I beat Chris Dancox last year.
You
Yeah, but did you say sorry?
you're not good enough because you're not a Canadian.
And did you say sorry about it?
Yes, because he failed an assassination 2 turns in a row. And he had Child knocked down standing in front of a bomber and just rolled trash on damage.
Oh, that sucks.
Like,
He's
yeah.
gonna walk to here.
Like, knocked down with 1 transfer.
I'm gonna thunderbolt this guy in the front.
Which
Oh,
one?
sounds like you borrowed my
Yeah.
dice.
Can you... Yeah, you can.
I totally can. I measured it. I lasered it.
No, I was looking around the edge of the forest. The reds and greens, they blur for me. 'cause
You're
I'm
a 13.
color deficient.
Goes to 15, right?
I am a 17 on the hill.
Correct. Your 13 goes to 15,
Right.
and then hill. Need an 11. I should just boost, but I'm gonna roll for boxcars.
Nope.
Need a 5. I'll boost. Gets it?
Get it, but yeah. No
That's
crit.
an 11. No crit.
Yeah.
He'll take a pow 12.
Dice off 3.
Enough for a tough.
Yes. Tough check, not tough.
I'm not gonna be brave this time. I'm just gonna try and boost roll the other one. Need an 11. Dice don't like me that much.
That's what happens when you boost, Corey.
I know. I should just try to
Had
roll.
to boost
I would
it.
roll a 6 and a 5. It would have been fine.
Yeah.
Quick installing them. He's gonna walk up like a champ and go to there. He's gonna give Desperate Pace to these guys. He's just gonna walk 5. The last one for the woods. They'll just run. Because you're gonna ambush and kill my Elwyn swordsman. And I want to be far enough away. You can't kill them. I'm not that bad at this game, I swear. I am glad luck can hold me through, Chad. Your turn, sir.
What has... So the halberdiers have set defense, correct?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay.
They get all the buffs, and these guys
The
get...
swordsmen have set defense.
They have blade shield.
Okay.
And I forgot to mini
Against
feet.
ranged attacks.
I forgot to mini feet.
Alright.
If their mini feet's defensive strike, it's really good.
Ooh.
The one
That's the
test
one where
build.
you end in their melee and they swing, right?
Yeah.
Is that on the halberdiers?
No, it's on the other ones.
Oh, okay.
I'm just trying to test out cool models.
They're
right?
reachy, looks like.
Yeah, they get 2 reach.
Nice.
Nice.
That's within 6.
I don't 6. Did you want to stop outside of 6? If you want to back up, it's fine.
Sure. Yeah, I'll back up outside of 6. Actually, can I be... Yeah, it's on my time anyway. I want to see if I can be within 2 inches. I want to see if I can be within 2
No, I
inches.
mean, I'm fine if we measure this out.
No, it's
So here's 2.
Why is it on your time?
Because I paused it and then clocked you.
There we go.
No matter what you're going to get, you're going to trigger ammo.
Sure, go ahead and take. Actually, hello.
I'm
Sure, go ahead and take
You
it.
a cricket now?
Go ahead and take your ammo.
So I don't have Pathfinder, it's only an inch and a half.
Yeah,
I don't want to go this way?
Dan's.
Cool. Want to go this way? So that's an inch. And a half. So you just did a charge on me, maybe 2.
Okay.
Good.
Is it actually a cricket or are you playing?
It's actually cricket.
Okay.
I'm about to die. It's good times.
Oh, but assassination run here? Or? Is he about to munch through those and get to your caster and
I
then?
think so.
Yeah.
I think so.
Well, you know, Tharn like
I don't care.
Oh, Tharns are good Tharns.
Now.
Okay.
I love.
Vengeance swing right here.
Yep.
You're 13.
I am.
Because Quicken is only against
Quicken
ranged
is only
attacks.
range, yep.
Okay. I'm Mat 7 normally, +1, so Mat 8, I need a 5. Hits.
You have 2 leaders of that unit.
So this is a solo.
Yep.
This is the unit attachment.
And there's a third one, right?
The Shaman is a solo.
That is cool.
Yeah.
He used to be a weapon attachment.
Yeah,
They have
he-
since turned him into a solo.
In Mark 1, he used to be the unit leader. In Mark 2, he became a unit attachment, and then we got the chieftain. In Mark 3, he became a solo.
I did not know he was a unit
Yeah.
attachment in Mark.
So
He used to be able to spend corpse tokens on anyone in the unit and do one of 3 different abilities, and one of them was additional die on attack rolls. So you could spend a corpse token off of the one dude that had it and give the entire unit attack rolls. Actually,
So
boost attack
every
rolls.
edition, he furthers himself from them
Yep.
going, you know, I don't even want anything to do with these guys.
He's like, man, I'm not really a leader.
I'm tired of
You know
wasting
what?
my
I don't
corpses
wanna,
on you
hang out with
fucks."
a single group. Like, I don't want to do my own thing. So that hits.
Yep.
POW 13 kills.
Oh no.
Hey, at this rate, by Mark 5, you might be a warcaster.
Right, corpse token.
No, junior caster.
Uh,
he has
that
to take
is
that step. He's gonna be a
the-
junior caster.
Hey,
That is
junior
it
still
for
warcaster.
the
That's true.
vengeance attacks.
Oh, Morph 2. You were bad, and then now you're probably amazing.
I have Shadow Storm. If I can actually hit and kill shit, right? I take away from feet. I got some tools against it.
Yeah, the change of scale of fates would just basically put her back in a position where she's like, I can actually.
Admon expires now, right?
Correct.
Okay.
I don't think I need this that much, but I do, because you have shooting.
What is the reduced shooting? Is it -1 to my damage rolls?
Yep.
Okay. That is relevant, because the Bloodtrackers are all shooting. I didn't do my ambush. That's okay.
Go ahead. It's fine.
Do I even want to ambush this turn?
Like, you're like, I know where you're putting them. Oh, cool, man. Congratulations on going you're 7-0 at.
I'd much rather see my team.
It's true, but.
I play the bonus is I play some great players. Totally chargeable, but you can't charge a cricket.
That's good to hear.
Can't charge it in the front arc, right?
I'm outside for
You went
recharges.
7-0?
Yeah, I didn't lose a
He
game.
didn't lose a game at
And
all.
I played the challenge match.
So there's
Nice.
your front arc, right?
Sure.
Okay. So I can get a few of them in there.
Sure.
When I messaged you, I thought you said you were at 3-3.
No, my team. My team.
Yeah.
Sure. Let's.
Huh? Congrats, you beat your personal best from last year. So.
My team lost. I didn't care about what my score was. I wanted to win.
Mm-hmm.
It's a team event, and I only really give a shit about one thing.
There's no Corey in Team Pat.
Yes. You can't actually spell my name with any of the letters in team or not in my fucking name. I don't have any of them, Dave. Any of them.
There you go.
I literally took a second and was like, he's 100% right. There's nothing. There's nothing.
I played with some great guys. I really love the guys I played with. So like the event was good regardless.
Good.
And just hanging out with like all the guys there is really fun.
Nice.
Well,
I come back always really burnt out, not wanting to play Warmachine. So it's nice that I get to come back and see Chad this week.
Yeah.
Gives me a reason to play.
stuck around. Well,
Yeah, no, I appreciate it. Again, it's super fun.
I needed a vacation, honestly. So these 4.
Oh, you might get that third one. Because my
One, two,
work
three,
placement.
Oh, I was just measuring the angle.
You're 10.5 threat, right?
Yeah,
So you probably only get the one in the back.
that's fine. I can
That
charge
sucks.
one of these Stormfall archers.
No, not my Stormfall. You can probably just run and engage the rest.
Yeah. Yeah, that's fine.
Stupid crickets. I meant to face them. I'm just bad at this game. My mind is not on Warmachine right now.
Good charge. Gonna run to get.
I have already decided that I am not attending next year.
For what is
WTC.
it?
If I go, I'm gonna go and help coach or get water.
Just
or
go for a vacation,
Yep.
basically.
Well, how am I supposed to join Team Canada and hang out with you?
No, I'm gonna go. It's going to be as a
Support.
yeah. I'm just gonna go hang out and get water for guys and beers.
And for yourself.
No,
And
I'm
for
not gonna
yourself.
drink. I barely drank this year. Sometimes you have to be a responsible adult.
Do you have, is that...
I don't know, man. I just killed my caster.
I'm gonna get there.
He's gonna be the
He's
water
like, I'm gonna
boy,
kill your
but
caster.
sometimes
I
that
was on
water
fire.
is gonna be kind of an amber
Huh?
color with a
I
head
was on
it.
fire.
Nothing, because no direct hits. Just drops.
I just didn't have it on my side.
1 charge on the cricket.
Def 10.
Hey, look, I hit.
Arm 18.
Dice off 7. Drop the low. 5 damage.
Big size of burdens.
Yes.
The UA gives it to them.
Awesome.
Yep. 1 charge
You
on.
said 5, right?
5. 1 charge on the Stormfall.
Hits. They're only 13. That might even be 12.
Kills. Horrible death.
Oh no.
We'll do. I didn't declare.
Oh, some righteous vengeance.
Cool.
What?
Pictures of the Jam
Yeah.
on Facebook. It asked me to tag some of the people.
Oh, no. And you're like, no, these faces aren't people.
Yeah.
They're not people.
All right, we're gonna activate the Bloodtrackers.
Tempted to like technique on left shoulder, right kneecap.
Let's step into there.
There's some that I had to laugh.
So just walking?
Like
Yeah.
tag them from
Yeah.
one angle, but attempt the same faces from different angles. So like, hey,
Yeah, you're like, okay, you see this, you feel like, yes, confidence boost.
it's like
Aim.
I fooled the computer.
Here.
What defense can I get?
She's gonna aim.
What's prayed, if I can ask?
The helps.
The house.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wouldn't include that guy back there.
It's fine.
Hence
I
why-
really liked in the mini feat they got. I think that more stuff should get it. And the mini feat is switch prey.
Oh yeah, their mini feed is like,
It's amazing.
Yeah,
I think that's the
good.
best CID change for the faction.
Okay.
And it,
Um,
like I think that the bird has some real problems.
like as in being too good? Or being...
I think it's not where I think it needs to be. I think some people are gonna think it's too good, and some are gonna think it's not good enough. So like I don't even want to get into a discussion about the bird.
I
Yeah.
think...
I think it's a horrible
I
discussion.
think the
we had.
pulse. I think the pulse is a little too much.
Yeah, I'd rather
I
see
think-
it rate
I
of
think
fire.
there are
I'd
other
rather see
things
it.
that they could do
I'd
to
like
it.
to see it ROF 2 with reload.
Yeah.
So get your 2 shots, get a reload if you need
I
it.
think it having 3, well, especially with sustained attack, it's literally like, hey, I'm Thunderhead, but better, and it turns out I have the ability to turn on assassination runs just with that. Like, I feel
Well,
like that thing.
because it's got the +2 to hit and the range and the damage buff within 10.
I'm listening to what you're saying.
Rat 6. +2 for aim. +2 for prey. Throwing right here. That should hit.
Sure.
One less
I'm a
die for
14.
damage. Power 11. Kills.
Oh no.
Swing here. Matt. 8, because you're my prey. That'll hit.
Sure.
Power 11. I will cut to reroll.
I'm a 14.
Yeah, cut to reroll. So Morvahna takes 3 damage.
You do that.
Reroll that damage roll. Kills it.
Oh no.
Don't really have anywhere to quick work. Swing here. Matty.
Secret Bowl.
Hits.
On a building. And we finally get to watch
Kills.
two grown men play a game with occasional race for the S.
Yeah.
Aiming back here is going to
Congrats on
throw.
that accident.
Thanks, man.
It's really cool.
Aiming is going to throw at that guy.
It was only 12 people, so it wasn't like a big...
He's a 12.
Miss. I'll cut to reroll.
Yes.
I'll take 3 more damage.
Yeah.
Morvahna killing herself, yeah!
That'll hit.
Yep.
Power is 11.
You are level 1s, right?
Kills. Yeah.
Yeah, do you think? She's gonna get it back. They'll kill stuff and carnival will happen.
Carnivore's not up.
Not currently.
I killed Ghetorix with
By accident.
Ossyan and 1 harpy shooting him twice.
This Bloodtracker
Oh,
is
you're
going to
supposed to
throw.
roll 1 less dice for damage rolls.
I have been. They're weapon masters.
Oh, that's right. Stupid weapon masters.
She'll throw right there.
He dies.
Good save.
That's this one.
Dice. Yep.
What is it? What is it?
So your focus.
Oh, they're even. Jesus, I forgot. They're even higher red because the white mean is there.
No,
but
they don't.
White men,
stick.
did they get the white men bonus too?
Yeah, it's all Tharn.
Nice.
They will reposition.
I think also giving them parry is disgusting.
Yeah?
Yeah, they got parry.
I think
They should have it, but the fact is you can't like stop them from throwing things.
because they can back up and
It's kind of good because they're only range 7.
Yeah, so they're like, I'm gonna walk backward 7, throw 7, and then walk 3 more back.
Yeah.
If I had dirt my first turn like a dumbass, I'm really good right now.
I
made a ton of mistakes and Chad just hasn't capitalized on it, right?
just think
You know these guys are stealth now
Yes, they do.
because
I
I have these
Because they're
guys.
house guards.
Yeah, they're house guards.
So like I could have just
What's
Well-
Ossyan's defense and armor?
15.
Okay. How many boxes?
15 because I took 1 damage.
Perfect. I can get 4 charges on you.
Negative, only 2 of them can see me.
Tree walker, sir. I
Oh.
ignore the forest.
There you go.
Which is why I didn't care that you had mode. Good to know.
I don't know why
that
they
was
just start with this and kill me and then save us a ton of time.
He had to clear the way. He had to
I had to
clear
clear.
the
I
way.
gotta make sure I clear the way.
Wanted to farm you for points.
Because that's how you get more players coming out to your club all the time, Pat. You farm. Note to those trying to build their own clubs and gaming groups, you don't farm for points.
Not against the new players. They're gonna pulse
You don't farm
you.
points against veteran players. I don't farm for points. If I see you win, you go for a win.
Just go into their stare for
I'm
a
trying
while.
to do what I can right now in case this doesn't work, and then
Sure.
I'm not spending the rest of my turn scrambling to
You're
try.
Matt what on them on the charge?
Not 7.
So 8's to hit?
No, they're gonna be higher than that.
They're gonna get carnivore.
Well, they're gonna be Nat 7, plus 1 for the Tharn, plus 2 for... They're
I'm aware.
gonna be
Morvahna.
Nat 10. Let's be real, guys.
I'm more than aware they're going to hit and kill me in 2
Carnivore.
shots.
Don't worry. They also have corpses to buy extra attacks. Just in case you were worried.
I'm the
I
hot.
know.
White mean's gonna activate. He's gonna run.
What?
That should see some easy view. See which flank.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, reroll too. Right. Yeah.
Ravagers are gonna activate. They're gonna charge. We're gonna charge Ossyan. Ossyan. There.
He ducks, dodges 6 inches. Done.
He's in charge.
Oh no, you paid double to upkeep ad bomb.
You know-
Twice, right?
The key is you don't win every game. You lose some. It's
You
gonna
also
happen.
have not played against Tharn. I don't think at all since in a long
I
time.
also played 7 games in the weekend. I've been exhausted from 48 hours
Oh,
of
yeah.
travel. I just want to have fun and tell jokes and laugh.
Penis. There you go.
There is never going to be a game where I put my caster in front of my army and in front of my cricket.
What?
Right? Ossyan's going to sit beside a cricket the entire game and be like, I'm hiding here. There's my harpies.
Yeah,
Right?
Tharn are living in their glory currently.
Yeah,
We're gonna
have fun, right?
boost
Oh!
Or say,
How dare you break my nicely painted model? I painted him silver.
Can we get a judge?
I am a judge.
It doesn't even look like a harpy anymore after that.
Yeah, look at it. You made it look like an aspis. It looks like an aspis now. You broke the harpy off of it.
We're going to boost our charge attack.
That's a horrible call.
I'm currently Matt
Give me a
10.
5.
There may or may not be a
hit
gas
with a
leak
5
in here.
It's a good thing you boosted it.
This is POW 15.
Sure, straight nice.
10 damage.
Okay, I have some left.
Okay. Next one, boost to hit as well.
Oh, yeah.
That'll hit. Straight dice.
Is it more than 4?
10.
I die. Good game, sir.
I get you.
Yeah, that's how he was holding. He sounded good too. That was just like Ossyan's corpse. I have it.
Oh no, I'm sorry. I don't get a corpse. I have carnivore out.
Yeah.
I heal for D3. Morvahna's back at full health, just to rub the salt in even more.
No, they still get corpses, don't they?
No, they don't.
No, they
Carnivore interrupts the corpse collection.
She doesn't have prowl, does she?
No.
So as dumb as it sounds, when I went to kill Ghetorix, if I walked for another inch, I could have shot Morvahna. I boxcarred my head. I would have hit her. Does she have steady?
She might.
Oh,
She
steady
might.
would be amazing.
I don't know if she does.
But I could have just shot her with a harpy.
No.
But I really wanted to see if I could kill Ghetorix.
Yeah. No steady. Well, when you roll so hard, like you 3-shot him, because you're like, oh, take 10 damage, take 11 damage, take 10 more.
Turns out rapid
11
healing
more
doesn't matter when I'm taking boxcars on damage every single time.
It was a boxers. It was 6,654, I think, on the first one.
He doesn't even have rapid healing. Or did he pick it up?
He picks it up. That's what he got. He got rapid healing in the or at least in the last version.
Nice. I like rapid healing on him. I think it makes him viable.
It's like an extra 1 to 3 armor every hit. Which
I played against Chosen this weekend with rapid healing, and man, even with a dedicated shooting list, that was bad times. Yeah.
All right, Jed.
Did Ghetorix really get rapid healing?
Yes, he did. He gained rapid healing.
Oh my god.
He changed. They
Now that we have lots of time to waste.
That is vengeance for you killing Aaron.
I've
avenged you, Aaron!
There you go.
Yeah.
You can call and tell me. Totally out of vengeance.
They just call this one. It's like, I'm going to CID game. I'm going to kill Corey. Yeah. I'm gonna stick it to him.
Picking on Aaron in this convergence. We'll take you down, Corey. Sit on your high horse.
So that's why you agreed to come help us with the tech.
With
It was all a
It was all a ruse. This is all part of my plan.
I didn't just beat Aaron. We beat Team America.
Oh, jeez.
So we won the grudge match.
Oh, you guys won the grudge match? That's awesome.
And I really enjoyed my bottle of bourbon.
Nice.
My bottle of Kentucky bourbon. Thank you, Mike Purrier, for the Kentucky bourbon. It was delicious. I had the entirety of one sip. And then I gave the rest of it away. That's how much I respected your booze.
And then realize that the better, you can get better here at home.
No, actually it was really nice. And if I was a real drinker, I probably would have kept it.
Yeah. Those.
Hey, thoughts on the CID and thoughts on the list?
I think the list is really good. Missing the initial move. What's it called? The advanced move. The advanced move and the halberdiers, I think, hurt. But if you would have been further forward, I would have killed more of them.
Well, that's what I was thinking. If you're any further forward, you're getting charged by everything.
The new theme, I think it's for every house guard unit, a house guard unit can advance.
Yeah.
So I would have been able to advance. It's either the other one soldiers or both of the.
Those would have been good to
Stormfall.
have forward.
So I could have moved them
The
forward.
advanced move in the Stormfall would be
that
really
would've been
good, because
good,
then you can move a little bit farther in. And then
remember,
you're
Well, if you're also
advanced
going
move.
first, you potentially have. What's the range? So you start at 7, you advance up to 12. You move
They have
up.
snipe as well. You
So
can
you
throw shots.
could actually then start taking pot shots at shooting.
Yeah, I can throw some.
Pot shots as advanced deployments.
Yeah.
Without playing any of the CID, I think that they're amazing. I think all the Tharn are amazing.
Yeah.
I'm actually not a fan of Bridget and Cole though.
Yeah, I'm really on the fence, because they do. It's tough when you mix combat attributes like that in a unit, especially one that's so small, where you've got one that's melee dedicated and one that's range dedicated. I really would have liked to see her have like blood mark on her bow, so you could get either free charges or plus 2 inches of movement on charges, because that's one of the things that Devourer's Host is really, really hurting for, is that black clad Wayfarer Hunter's Mark. Although, I mean, you get Hunter's Mark with Iona, but if you want to play something other than Iona, and Devourer's Host, like you really miss it a lot of times.
So to redirect back to the game.
Yeah.
because like I wouldn't mind doing like a short little post battle
Yeah.
based on what your thoughts on what how your Tharn list worked.
Mhm.
Because the models are new to me, right? They're
Yeah.
all, a lot of them are rewritten rules. Some of them are brand new models.
Yeah.
Like, what do you think works well with the reworks to make this list well, right? Because like those guys are great.
Yeah, one of the huge things, honestly, that needed to happen was the increased command range on the Ravager Shaman. 6-inch command range was just too small. It either needed to be that, or it needed to be something like reposition for solos or something like that. Because he's only only speed 6. He's speed 6, and it's only command 6. So unless you don't run your Ravagers all the way up the table, in which case they're not threatening as much area, he falls behind after about a turn. And then you don't get to stick them in there and then be the tough, no knockdown irritation that they are once they dig into your army and start hacking a bunch of stuff up. With the command 8, it adds a lot more, because then you can much more easily keep everyone. You can really push the Ravagers forward. I think the Ravagers getting brutal charge is fantastic. They needed something to help them hit a little bit harder. They already mulched through infantry really, really well. One of the changes to the theme was that instead of getting like a corpse token per 10 points of Tharn, it just gives everyone that could collect a corpse at the beginning, which is fantastic for them, which means that they can boost that first charge attack to make sure they hit, to make sure that they kill something at POW 15, get the corpse back. Their mini feat is overtake and cleave.
No, it's just overtake. Basically, it allows them to...
Oh yeah, no, you're right. It's overtake, so they can boost their charge, hit kill, get their corpse back, step an inch, buy, and then just keep walking as long as you can keep hitting stuff.
I've had a Ravager leader kill a unit of Holloman and a half.
Yeah.
Come on, just him. Just him by himself.
Yeah.
That's it. That's all.
The White Mane getting veteran leader for all Tharn is absolutely fantastic, because it pushes those guys up to Mat 8. So Mat 8 with a boosted charge and a POW 15 is bananas. The girls being just base 6, Mat 6, Rat 6, going to Mat 7, Rat 7, just with him around, even if not against their prey. If it's against their prey, they're Mat 9, Rat 9. Like, that's super, super good. I love all of the changes that they've done to really stack into the Tharn, because I just felt like they weren't as much of a viable option. I love all the changes to the Bloodweavers. Adding the Divine Inspiration, a lot of people were freaking out about it, because they thought it was too powerful.
That's the roll an extra drop.
So it signs importance
Yeah.
on that
Yeah.
model.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the Bloodweaver gives that to that whole unit, as long as she's alive. The advanced deploy is really nice. That was one of the things that I missed about Mark III, is that they took a lot of the advanced deploy away from a lot of the stuff the Circle had. Like the Druids lost it, the Ravagers lost it, and suddenly it didn't feel like we were ambushing on the field or like getting good position on the field anymore. We were deploying in the regular deployment zone with everybody else. And it just didn't feel like, it felt like Circle lost some of their identity. So getting advanced deploy back on them on a fantastic 4-point combat unit attachment is really good. What I could do in this list, if I didn't want to ambush one of the units, is I could deploy like both of the units of Bloodweavers and the Bloodtrackers in the advanced deploy department. And then you're looking at like half of my list being advanced deploy.
So my question then, to follow up, because like I like the list. I've always loved the Tharn models.
Yeah.
My wife plays Circle, so I don't get the privilege.
Yeah.
Because she won't let me touch her stuff, and I can't buy duplicates because I'm cheap. What do you think it does for Circle? Because like you mostly only see bones.
Yeah.
So Tharn gives you a second viable theme.
Yeah, absolutely.
Absolutely, yes.
I think if you have Iona in this list, you crank it up even farther.
Does it skew hard enough? Sorry to cut you off, but does it skew hard enough to give you 2 viable tournament pairings that'll cause problems for factions like Grix?
I think so.
I think Ravagers, even a unit, if you bring... I played a couple times, but the couple things I've done is I've done 2 min Ravagers, and literally no one can run infantry. No one.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter, because you can't kill enough Ravagers, and you're like, I just need 1 Ravager to make it to
I just need 1 Ravager or a White Mane. Actually, the White Mane doesn't do the work he used to anymore, but even Lord of the Feast now getting the Blood Reaping on his attack. So now, every time he makes his first melee attack, he Threshers. So you can charge with it and Thresher, and then he has dual attack now, so he can charge Thresher, he can bird out of combat and go start mulching up something else. I don't have Lord of the Feast in this list, but With looking at his changes, he's speed 6 now, and he's 2-inch melee, back to 2-inch melee, and he has grievous wounds on his sword, and he has the blood reaping again. So he can just walk up to a tough unit at mat 8 and just cleave through them. And then bird to go either to safety or bird into a backline. Like you can bird a colossal and then just like hang out where the support is in the back, and now you got to sit there and deal with him. I think it absolutely does, because a lot of the cricks. So, I mean, if you look at the cricks lists from the top 4 at Masters at AttackX just this past weekend, it was all cricks, and most of those cricks lists were dude swarms. Like you saw Sam Ross dropping 6 full units of mechanic thralls on the table. You saw Andrew playing the double...
The Scar 3 double...
the Scar 3 double Ogren. You saw Gregory Shat playing a bunch of stuff. You saw Blaine playing double Statixis plus Gunslingers. Like
all paired with Gatsby 3.
Yeah. So much infantry on the table, and the Ravagers are just chomping at the bit for something like that, because they just want to walk through all of it. And I like pairing them with Morvahna. The Carnage is a lot of Scornergy, because you don't get the benefit from both of them. You don't get the Corpse Token if you have it on them. And you can't, and it's not a choice either. I was rereading Carnivore. Carnivore is worded that, or no, I think the Heart Taker is worded that you have to take it. But you do get the rerolls, and then you can put Carnivore on something else to try and get the health back. With this list, there's a lot of models that can potentially die to get health back onto Morvahna. Shifting Stone's there, plus her own Fury helps her stay alive. I'm really excited to be putting her back on the table again, because she was my go-to. Like from the time that she released, I had a list that was Bloodtrackers and Skinwalkers, and I ran rampant in my meta. Like I had a lot of people copying the list or teching against the list specifically, and I had played the list so much that I was still beating all those people that were teching against it, because I just knew the list so well, and I feeded Skinwalkers back into really weird and obnoxious places that would lock people down, and then they're sitting there at Armor 18 because they have Unyielding, and they're like, hey, what's up? And
they get defense from the trees, right?
Yeah, they have Tree Walker, so they're defense 15 when standing in the woods against melee, and then they get to ignore it, and then they also get to ignore each other, I believe, as long as they're standing in the woods. So like he could charge through if I wanted to counter charge or something.
Yeah, I like the theme of the rules. It's really cool.
Yeah, it's nice to see that a lot of the Tharn rules really are stacking on top of each other, where they just didn't. They all sat in the same theme, but nothing was really working together synergistically before getting different leader and stuff like that.
That's the bonus of CID, though, right?
Yeah.
Every theme's going to get a few new models to flush it out, and every theme's going to get a little bit of a rework.
And a lot of people are going to have to pay really close attention to the Wolf Riders and the Champions if they stay the way that they are, because the really funny thing is they advance farther than they run now. Because they walk 9, they jump 5, they repo 5, so they move 19 inches.
Yes, they wow. Yes.
But they move. They can jump and then make their attacks. So
Yes.
theoretically, it's 14 plus an attack and then a repo 5.
Yep.
So they threat 15, or are they 2-inch reach?
They are 1-inch melee.
1-inch melee. So they threat 15, which is actually a really reasonable threat.
Yeah. And they also have dual attack, so you can hit with your Weapon Master in melee and throw with something else that's also a Weapon Master. And then you get a repo, and then the Wolf Rider Champion does the same thing, and then she grants Prowl to the Wolf Riders. So if you run them with Morvahna 2 or with K of 3, and you drop Fog of War, like now you've got a full stealth unit of Wolf Riders that are speed 9.
What is the wording on Blood Heart Eater? When do you collect the corpse, actually?
It's on... Let me double check.
Yeah. I got a bunch of other stuff.
I still think there's going to be some janky stuff with Skinwalkers and Morvahna 1 and Brenos.
When this model destroys a living or undead enemy model with a melee attack, it gains the destroyed model's corpse token. This model can have up to 3 corpses at a time during its activation, blah, 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 blah.
If 2 things happen on the same one, do you choose which happens first?
I believe so.
Active player chooses his models, then you choose for yours.
They did actually change it, so you can actually choose between getting the corpses or healing her.
Oh,
They both happen at Destroy. Now, they changed it so they both happen at Destroy, so you can either choose to cut the corpse or heal her, but depending on
No, because Carnivore happens at Boxed. So it stops it. That's why it trumps it. It's disabled, boxed, destroyed, and carnivore. I guess you can choose not to.
I was just reading it in the current.
Is carnivore an option though?
When the affected model boxes a living enemy model, the boxed model is removed from play, and the spellcaster can remove D3.
They changed the word, so in the CID, it's when it's destroyed.
Is it?
It says in the CID, they changed
Under carnivore.
under carnivore. It changed to destroyed on
Let
the
me.
CID.
Yeah.
No, I mean, sorry.
No, I have it printed. I just didn't. I was looking at the wrong thing.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay, destroys a living model with a melee.
Yes,
attack.
I think because I know they were trying to. I know they were trying to make that less of a skill energy. So you can't have both. I don't think. What you can do is you can choose.
But I can benefit from the +2 melee, and I can choose to just not heal her and get the corpse tokens.
Which
and then
sometimes is
keep
just a
working.
better thing
Yeah.
to do. You're just like, I want more attacks.
Yeah.
Have a safe trip back.
Thank
and
you.
Thanks again for coming up.
Where
Yeah,
are you
it's
from, by the way?
I'm from Portland, Oregon.
Nice to meet you. I'm Jordan, by the way.
I'm Chad.
Nice to meet you, Chad.
So
Yeah.
again, thanks for coming up. Thanks for running Attack X. I'm sure I couldn't be there.
Yeah,
Flip
I miss you,
side,
but
everyone misses me. I'm adorable. Flip side, I should have probably gone second, taken that side.
Yeah.
Give myself better lanes of fire. I think that was one of the flaws of
yeah,
life.
I think this house in the forest just choked your lanes of fire a lot of times because you couldn't really
Be
shoot.
careful if they're back.
Also, forgetting to activate the. I mean, it didn't really matter for your gunshots over here.
Nah.
A little bit, but not that much.
Are you still recording, Dave?
You talked. I think I needed to quicken the cricket
Yes.
and do the advanced moves.
It needed to be further.
The
out
theme
table.
will be out next week or the week after, hopefully, depending on like how people. Because again, they do the internal testing, so it'll flush out.
And Quicken can go on anything, right? It's not warrior model?
yeah.
Well, I don't know, Dave. That's probably a good question. I should probably check before I just assume I can do it, and then I cheat in the game.
It
and
might be.
like
No,
Mank
I'm
is
pretty-
2 speed 6.
I'm pretty sure I've seen Ashley Quick and Jax before.
Oh, okay, cool.
You
But-
can put, yeah, I put.
I think I've only seen it in
Quickens on Jax as
Trolls,
well,
I think, so.
I'm actually looking forward to
Trolls have
playing
Quicken?
Shatterstorm on it.
Isn't there some...
Yeah, Jarl. Jarl.
On Jarl?
Yeah.
Yes.
My follow-up question is going to be, who the fuck is playing Jarl?
That's what I was like.
Hey, there was a troll player at WTC playing Jarl. I didn't play it. I don't know how I did, because I don't look at stats.
I am.
I think the Retribution list is really good.
Faction model.
Okay, there you go.
Yeah, I actually
I think the list is
stole this off
fantastic.
Hank. Hank and I talked a little bit.
Okay.
Hank from Seattle.
Those are actual swordsmen. Those aren't proxy.
No, they're element.
They're
Everything's specific except for the jacks. They're harpies.
Yeah.
I like it
think-
with Sentinels, but I want to do something different, and I wanted something different for today. And then realizing that my dislike of these guys was always that they're RAF 5, but they're a dedicated ranged unit.
Yeah.
At RAF 5.
Yeah.
But nothing prompts me to want to sit still because I want to be in the fight. They're only range 12. You can't snipe and brutal.
Yeah.
It's like you need to get them in there. There's a snipe caster in the factions. Like I wanted them in the fight,
Except for Raven.
but now that they're at 6, they can actually move and reliably hit a beast.
Yes.
And that's huge.
Yeah,
Having to
that's
sit
really
down and
big for
hit a
them.
beast sucks, right?
Yeah. I think they were relying a little bit too much on the one caster that can give you the additional damage or the additional die for hitting, and
Raven's Feet, Ishira, and Ossyan. They
And,
relied way too much on.
they relied too much on like using a Banshee to knock something over. The Banshee is fantastic, but you shouldn't be cornering your list on those couple of activations just to try and set everything else up. So I think the list is great. I think just the not having played it before and getting the feel for remembering some of the activations, because I'm sure there's a lot more small buff things that you're not used to.
What? No, I play Ossyan. He's got all of the buffs.
What's the base defense on the swordsman? Because you said I have blade shield, right?
They're 13-13.
I think they're 13-13,
So
and then
so
they
it's
go to
15?
15.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
And theoretically, I can quicken them.
Oh, okay, well.
And I don't remember if I got the big mittens guy in this team also. I think this is the one team I don't get the mittens guy.
Are they weapon mastery as well? They look...
Nope.
No,
No.
okay.
They're POW 12 reach, but they got a mini feat for retaliatory strike.
Oh, okay, yeah.
So they're a MAT 7 POW 12.
That are
cleave.
gonna make it there,
Yeah,
so...
they kill infantry.
Yeah.
They
Yeah.
clear.
Because cleave is an additional attack if you kill something?
Yes.
Yeah.
And I can quicken them so they're def 17 against range attacks.
Yeah, that's
so.
pretty...
I'm thinking of building a janky Moshar list where it's just around getting the Falcon line of sight and killing things.
Dan Yont actually had a Mosar list that was out of theme, and it was double pure blood, double wold weird. I think one a Gorax, or no, it's a wild Argus.
Yep.
And then it's a full unit of Wolves of Orboros and a unit of Bloodweavers. And the whole point of it was really just to
Get someone.
get something into melee, get something into 2-inch reach of the caster, Sands of Fate in, Doppler bark, Sands of Fate out, and then shoot it to death with.
I'm going more heavy into it. Mine was, it's a
thank you.
Storm Raptor, a Moon Argus, and a Wild Argus.
Are you giving me this or just showing it?
I got 2 from the Greek team.
Awesome, thank you.
Sorry to cut you off.
Oh no, it's all good. But it's just basically a Moon Argus, a Wild Argus, and the Raptor, and then just all Tharn shootiness.
Yeah.
And you're just like, I'm gonna go in there. And it turns out when you have
When you have 5.
No, it turns out when a unit can walk clear for themselves, go 19 inches, get beside your caster. So you're like, is one of these wolves within 21 inches of your caster? If so, caster is probably dead.
Pagani and I were dojoing some Tharn lists, and we both really like Chromac 1, and we were like, oh, what can you do? Like, I want to play that Mark II Chromac 1 list that, you know, he used to run over people with, and so we made a pretty fun and interesting list. It's Chromac 1, Ghetorix, Loki, Gorax, Blood Shaman, Ravager Shaman, White Mane, unit of Pharaoh Valkyries, unit of Shifting Stones, 2 min units of Blood Pack, and a full unit of Ravagers plus the UA. They're like, oh my god, it looks like so much fun, because the Blood Pack are just so good now.
POW 14s they're actually they gave him enough juice. They gave him enough juice, and I'm like, yeah, I'll chop at the bit.
They're Mat 6 Rat 6 now. They're range 12 POW 14. They are speed 6. They have Hunter. And they have Tree Walker, and so they ignore the force for line of sight, and they ignore the concealment as well.
And they have Arcing Fire, so
they have Arcing Fire.
So they're like,
and then they have Repo 3.
I can see you.
And then see you from anywhere. And then they're 13-15s with tough and rapid healing, and
I just think they're hilarious.
They're so good.
You're like, I'm behind a forest in cover, and I have dudes in front of me. You're like, I don't care. I don't care about any of those things.
I mean, they care about the cover. Hunter doesn't ignore cover.
Yes, it
does it?
They ignore any sort of. The only thing they don't ignore is being on a hill. That's it. That's all they ignore.
You need to get bigger. We're gonna try get bigger, hill. Get bigger.
Are you talking to the hill or what are you talking to?
At first I thought he was talking to the Arcanist, and I was like, okay, buddy.
I need way more hills when I play game. We need to order the big WTC style hills.
Triple cricket on the hill.
Yeah, we need to be able to fit 3 crickets per hill.
Calm down.
Yeah, I really like your list, and
like I said, I started off Hank.
Yeah. Okay.
We talked about it. I played this with double sentinels, and I like the double sentinels and victors, but I wanted something different. And I like the cricket.
Double sentinels and victors is also really good.
Yeah, but it wouldn't run forward and die.
That's true.
I think it would run forward and die.
Yeah, the sentinels and
the end of the game would have been the same. Ossyan's too brave.
Yeah.
But that's how you test casters, right? Put them forward, see if they die. If they die, put them not so far forward.
Yeah.
Keep doing.
Neither rinse, repeat till the caster lives. You know that Ossyan used to be up here in games? Now Ossyan stands back here. There's a reason Ossyan used to be up here, and then he started backing up slowly every single game. Because he would die.
Soon, Lady Go. Soon. She's even all painted nice. I need to touch up one of our locals who doesn't play the game anymore. Painted her up for me. All nice.
I really like Morvahna 1 now too.
Yeah, she's super good. People are freaking out about mortality, and
I'm like,
it's right at the tipping point where it's like it's either going to be really busted or it's going to be really solid.
I think it might be.
You guys don't get arc nodes, though, do you?
No, but we do get.
You don't have arc nodes, do you?
We have arc nodes.
we have
arc nodes, and then we have geomancy is the big thing. You can geomancy that spell.
Yes, which is.
But so my argument, because one of my locals brought it up.
But then
my
you're
argument
taking her
about
on
it is,
bones, right? Geomancy's only on the bones beast, or I guess you can take those beasts anywhere.
you can take. That's where I was going actually. You can take it in bones, where it's not going to really be that big of a deal. I mean, it can be. It'll help you take out other heavies. You're going to see it in the Wolf Swarm theme. I think it's Call of the Wild. Because you can take any beasts in there. It's really good there. And then you can also see it in Secret Masters. But honestly, Secret Masters has some other issues, in my opinion.
But bringing in the Wolf Swarm theme would be good. So like
yes. Because you can play more. I mean, so get this: Morvahna 1 in the Wolf Swarm theme with a unit of Skinwalkers and Brainos. So you use Restoration. You give them +2 armor. You use Restoration. You bring them back. You use Brainos. You heal them D3. They activate. They heal D3 themselves. So they're healing. Whenever you return something to play with an undamaged, with an unmarked hitbox, they heal 2d3 that turn. It just
And they get +2 armor, so they go to armor 18?
yeah.
20 in melee.
And then they're 20 in melee. 'cause
20
they
in
have
melee. They've been yielding.
Yeah.
And they're 5 boxes?
8.
8. Oh, that's
yeah.
good.
Their drawback is they're speed 5. They lost their speed buff for Mark 2. It used to be when you damage them in Mark 2, they got +2 speed for the next turn.
Yeah.
They don't get that anymore. So they're just speed 5 all the time. They have 1 attack. They have gang, so they're mat 6, POW 12, or mat 8, POW 14. They do still have CMA.
So they seem neat. I don't think it's anything that's corner case broken.
They're really good. Like the restoration on them is going to make them
Like they're
really, really good tar pits, which Circle is kind of lacking in a lot of places. But adding mortality to her spell list with them is gonna prop them up a little bit
Well,
more.
it means that they can tar pit in with a beast and be like, I'm hitting at POW 16s.
Yeah,
I'm also hitting at mat 8.
I'm hitting at mat 8, POW
Mat 10.
16s, which
Mat 10, POW 16,
Seems good.
which is pretty good.
they bring them back. It's the Brenos that I find hilarious. You're like, we're going to heal 2d3 every turn. So we're going to have somewhere between 3 to 7 boxes.
Yeah.
And I'm okay with that though, because a lot of it there's counterplay. You can,
Oh, yeah.
you can kill Brenos. Like he's not invincible.
Yeah,
he dies, right?
He's a 12-18 with 30 boxes.
Eilish
He'll fall over.
And Eilish removes spells, so once you're done into my front line, maybe I can pop Eilish up and remove spells. I love
Morvahna can take D3 damage to keep one of her spells in place. Yeah. She has a passive ability for that.
That's good.
But she's only a 15-13. She does have Sack Pond, but she is susceptible, like a lot of Circle casters, to really focused, accurate shooting. Yeah. Like Signar or Legion. I just don't want to.
No, not Legion.
Don't like it.
No one likes Legion.
Don't like it. Don't like the shooting.
You're not immune to fire?
No. It used to be really funny because you would play Morvahna 1 into Legion and Mark 2, and you would stand a black clad 3 inches behind her, and you would just sack pun the fire shots onto the black clad, and then if it was anything else, you would just sack pun into the shifting stone that had restoration that was armor 20 that she was also standing next to. So you're just like, ah!
I will not die.
Lilith 2, you can't kill me! It was funny. I never played that list, but dreaming about the counterplay, the golden matchup of just being able to drop Morvahna 1 and just say, get wrecked, Legion. You are not shooting me.
I gotta say, I'm super happy with the way CID has gone the last few months, and actually I got nothing but more happy. Like, I play Rec gets a CID, super happy.
Yeah.
I also own a bunch of Circle, which means my wife might be happy, which is weird because she's married to me, so I don't know how she's happy. But after that, I get
Well, you
scorned.
compliment her on her cooking all the time. So.
I don't.
No?
I don't
Everyone
want to be a fat guy. Doom is a fat guy. But then Immortals is next, which is really cool. And then after Immortals is
Pirates?
no, they drop Pirates for
Steelhead.
Steelhead.
Yeah.
So I get to go back to Magnus the Gamer, or Warlord, Pantsus Magnus. Have you seen my model?
No.
Oh my god! I'll show you my model, and then we'll stop and do the post game. I made myself a Magnus 2 was made for me.
With no pants. Or pants on his head. Pants on his head would have been better.
No.
Random
No.
speculations. I do think the Storm Raptor is quite strong.
I don't. I'd like to
No,
not,
you know me to do it. I'm saying what I think. I'm saying what I think.
I'd like to not be negative ever on the internet anymore because I've done enough of it in my life. I think the Storm Raptor's in a weird spot, and I think it's really hard to please everyone with it.
Yeah.
I think the problem is that
Why are people?
because some people think it's not good still. Some people are like, well, no one plays Thunderhead, so well is Pulse Fire good?
Because it's Thunderhead, but its gun is range 14.
Oh,
And it has Repo 3. And it's speed 7.
And
It
turns
can
out a
shoot
pulse
21 inches away.
A pulse on a huge base is a little better than a pulse on a...
I don't know. I need to see it playing. Unfortunately, I haven't gotten any CID games in the last couple weeks because of WTC. So
Sorry I didn't transport my giant thunder chicken.
You should have told me. I'd be like, douche. Here's Thunder Chicken. Go.
we'll get a game this weekend, or early next week or something.
Thunderhead Chicken is coming out to play.
I think that the nice thing about it is it being viable puts Circle in a decent spot against Signar also, where Signar has to be forced into a weird list chicken to drop an off list, which I think is important. Mm-hmm. I think anytime one faction could just the problem everyone complains about right now in the meta is Crix. So we'll look at Crix for 2 minutes. The problem with Crix isn't Gatsby 3 Night Slayers. That list is fine. John, how many times was dropped at Attack X this weekend? Once.
Right, yeah, they
Really?
all one listed.
They basically all one listed right through the finals with the off list. What it causes is a weird list chicken.
Yeah.
So I built my 2 lists. Look at my WTC list. My Gordon list was built just to play Crix. And you're like, well, how does it play Crix? Well, because I can feed on Slayers, drag them, slow them down, they can't charge.
Yeah.
And then I've got Forge Guard. The only reason the Forge Guard in there is because Forge Guard kills Slayers.
Yes.
So I've got a Driller that can hit a Slayer with a defense debuff of 3.
Oh, yeah.
I can drag a few into me, kill it, go up in attrition, then I have too many models. Well, the reason I went with all the dudes is because against a lot of the other casters and lists, the dudes survive and can grind a game up.
Yeah.
So against Dark Host, I can feed, slow the battle engine down, line up Alexia, she kills the battle engine.
Yeah.
Against like mass dudes from lists, I can typically overpower one side by using my feet to control it and start scoring a flag and put pressure on them to win.
Yeah.
So like I built a list to play against Crix. That it shouldn't be the way the game is. I shouldn't have to build just for Crix. So by giving options, and my option list is built for Signar. I just happen to be able to play them into other factions, which is nice. But Ossyan's built to play Signar. Gordon's built to play Crix. And then every other bad pairing, I'm like, well, I guess I can play this into you. I guess I can play this into you. So it's nice to be able to be like, I can answer this faction now. I don't have to stress it, and I dominate the list choice. Because when I drop my 2 lists down to play a Signar player, so you're playing Haley 3 or Nemo 3, you have the choice of what you want to drop into me. Both are 50-50 games into Ossyan. So I built a list that gave me a 50-50 game, and you get to be like, I feel like playing this. And I think that makes the game unfair when you every single match in the game, you get to be like, I might play one or the other. It's my choice. I like to think that your list can dictate and bully someone around. I think that's important for every faction to have something along those lines. Like right now, Vlad 2 in Mana War. Super oppressive feeling list. There's counters. There's always going to be counterplay in the game now.
Yeah.
With the balance, the internal balance is really better now. I just like that some of the factions are lacking that full depth because they haven't done their CIDs fully yet. So in the next year, the game's going to get really neat and really cool.
I think Iona and Devourer's Host will just really punish Armored Core.
Good. Armored Core needs it. I played it once. It's oppressive.
We have that one recorded and in the bank, so that will be coming.
That game was more oppressive than this.
Mm-hmm.
I derped around playing here to have fun. That game, I was like, I'm going to take this seriously. By turn 2, I'm like, I feel really bad for John. Spoiler alert, if we're still live. That game felt... Then John switched and played it into me, and I'm like, I don't even know what Ossyan does into this. Like,
You
I don't...
just can't kill anything. You're just like...
Well,
And it's got good shooting.
Oh,
and,
Cloud
yeah.
Wall. It has Cloud Wall as well.
The key...
No,
it's got covering fire.
Oh, sorry, no, wrong caster.
What I thought of after like thinking about the game a bunch, and you guys can correct me if you think I'm wrong, is you just don't... If he mini feats on the demo core, don't attack me. Right?
Yeah.
They've got
You
retaliatory...
just ignore him.
Yeah, you just put 2 models in, there you go. I'm done, I'm not going to deal with them till next turn. Like, you're just going to lose models to demo core, and his feed is amazing. So he's going to feed on die 3+3 models, averaging 5. What the list that I look at is, I would look at Davies' list, because he brings the eliminators in. And he brings it in because he gives him 3 different styles of model to feed on.
Yeah.
If he feeds on the Mana Wars, it's big
Absolutely.
armor. You can tie them up. Why waste time attacking armor 27 models? When he feeds on the Kiazi eliminators, well,
They're just like, I'm going to go from here to here, and I'm going to be defense
It's
19.
like, is there a landing space? Is there a landing space around your caster? Can I get to it? All right, we're doing this.
yeah, I'd probably kill your casters.
Oh my God.
There's counterplay to it, which is what I really like, and I think that's guys are like, oh, this is broken or oppressive. Like there's a couple arguments I heard today about how Gatsby Slayers is being compared to Karchev, Mad Dog Spam, or Iona or
It's not.
Una2 Birds. And the difference is with Slayers, there's counters.
Yeah.
Right? You can beat Slayers by bringing good counter lists. There was no counterplay to Una2.
Yeah.
Karchev, there was almost no counterplay to. So
Yeah.
I think seeing the game move that way is good. I like power lists. I think power lists are great. I think there's always going to be some neat different player that can find a way to beat it. And I like that. I like that the meta's slowly going to evolve and change as players find different cures and answers to things. Like,
And that's the way a healthy meta should be. And Una2 was not healthy for the meta. Especially when you can feat and just literally, like, Jeff Everett did it to Trevor Christensen at LVO, where he just literally feeded and ran his birds, and Trevor couldn't get into the scenario. He couldn't get into contest at all. And so he won in a turn and a half, 2 turns on scenario, because he's just like, feet, charge, you can't touch any of my stuff, you can't go over it, you can't move it anywhere. If he would have had Bulldoze, he could have done something, but with the way that it was, you couldn't do anything. And with Karchev, it was a similar thing. It's like with the Gaspé 9 Slayers, sure, they're armor 19 in melee, they're 21 against shooting, but you don't have everything else in the list countercharging as soon as you try and put a heavy into it, like you did with Karchev.
Yeah, no,
Or have everything get boosted attack rolls all the time.
Yeah, and the nice thing is they're not overreacting right now. Everything's a slow process. So,
Yeah.
like, if we look at the way the list, to the meta changing, what I like about Warmachine now is that a year ago, Jack Spam was the game.
Mm-hmm.
And then this year, Infantry Spam's the game, but now you still see the off list as Jack Spam.
Yeah.
Like, you see a lot of, like, cool differences in the list. It's not, guys can't go one list in an event anymore.
Yeah.
Shy of Cricks.
Yeah.
And that'll slowly fix itself.
Yes, because that actually just happened.
But what happened with those lists is that everyone brought Slayer spam counters that couldn't counter the off list.
Yeah.
So you get to one list. And that's why, like, the Circle CID gives you the ability to drop a list like this.
Yeah.
That's like, oh, sweet, I just rampage through your army.
Yeah.
This also can kill. I don't think it's going to kill 9 Slayers, but this can grind out quite a few Slayers.
And it's feet recursions.
The thing is, actually, maybe it'd be a little bit tougher against Gaspé 9 Slayers, but you could put 2 Ravagers into a Slayer and probably do enough damage to cripple something. Mm-hmm. And I think that's good, because your dice off 4 on the charges, and you're going to hit them at mat 7 or mat 8. With the Corpse Soaking, you're gonna boost a hit, most likely. You're also not going to lose any of the Ravagers coming across the table because there's no shooting in Gaspé 9 Slayers. So I think this list would actually be just fine into 9 Slayers. Back before Lock and Load, I played my Kruger 2 out of theme list against Gareth, who was playing Gaspé 9 Slayers. And I killed 6 Slayers before I clocked myself. And that Kruger list
was
was
that at Mox's?
Huh?
Was that at Mox's?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, we recorded that.
Yeah,
game.
we recorded it. We just didn't have any audio for a good chunk of it. But if that Kruger list was a list that I hadn't played in months, I had never played against Gaspé 9 Slayers before, and I feel like if I would have been a little bit tighter, if I would have been less rusty and more familiar with the list since I hadn't played it in a while, I think I could have won that game because I managed to kill 6 Slayers without losing on scenario, and the clock was the only thing that beat me because I spent a lot of time trying to unravel what it was that was going on. And it was really funny because at the beginning of the game, I told Gareth, I was like, so this might be irrelevant, but Kruger has disruption on his spear, on his melee attack. And about round 3 in, I was like, so I was joking when I said it, but it's actually doing work. By the way, Kruger's charging that Slayer. I disrupted his Slayer every single turn from the bottom of 1 until I clocked myself. Kruger was always charging something, disrupting it, and then Megalith and Loki were standing behind him, punching something else to death. And with the way the list is right now, actually, it's Feral Loki, so it's 2 Wold Weirds, Feral Loki, Megalith, that are the battle group. And with the Feral losing 2 points, I can drop the Gobber Chef out of my list, and I can add a Stone Shaper. Now Megalith's POW 19, so it actually gets some of that hitting power back. Plus I've got a massive amount of control. Like Loki shifting stones and his own throw is a 16-inch threat. It's 18 if I TK him. It's 20 if I TK you and him. And it's crazy from across the board. Megalith can TK something. You get into all sorts of weird places, Gallows yanking everything around. I love the list. It's just I don't have the time to practice it to be able to play at least 12 points down every time I step up to the table. Because my only complaint is that because I'm not playing in theme, because I want to have Loki and the Feral and Megalith in the same list, I'm basically down at least 12 points every time I walk up to the table. And it's tough a lot of times for Circle to play into that, depending on what the matchup is.
I think my counter argument to that would be that it's tough to balance the game as a whole right now because the amount of pieces in it.
Yeah.
So by being able to balance within a single theme, you have to reward players decently to make sure they're not losing those gross combos. Like that combo of I threat 20 inches is super gross when you're going to kill a caster or remove an important piece.
I agree.
So like being able to be like limit your amount of solos is the offset to that because the list can still evidently almost compete because of that jank. Yeah. So I don't know.
Well, yeah, and the amount of control. It's a weird. That's my only complaint about it. But at the same time, all I have to do is drop the Feral and the Loki and it's Bones, and Bones is running rampant right now.
Bones is really good. Like I got to talk to Thomas at WC and like watching him play games and seeing stuff play with some of the Bones stuff because I don't. Other than Jordan, the one game we played, I haven't seen a lot of Circle. I'm looking forward to actually playing a lot of Cool Circle.
Yeah,
I'm actually sort of stoked.
I think part of the reason why I'm complaining so much about the lack of the extra points is just because I don't get to play as much as I used to.
Yeah.
I think if I was in better play condition, where I was playing more often, I was playing that list a lot more, I wouldn't feel so bad about the point disparity. But there's a lot of times when I'm like, it's getting towards the end of the game and I'm running out of pieces and my opponent's still up because they've got 3 free solos or something like that. And I'm just like, ah.
But they're lacking in the combinations, right?
Yeah. I mean, you would hope.
Gravediggers lacks a punch in melee, unless you play Siege.
Yeah.
Like, I play Ossyan into Gravediggers because it can't do damage. Even with Elixir and Holden Ragman,
yeah.
My heavies tend to not die when I play Ossyan. My feet, I put models into you, I don't die, and then I spray and kill a bunch of stuff.
I wonder how much, actually, just thinking about the Storm Raptor and Kruger 1 the way it is, just like, don't put any infantry on the table because I'm just going to literally sweep her right off the table.
But, which is nice because it puts you in a really good position of choosing list, right? You finally, for the first time in forever, you get to look at a Kriegsman and be like, oh, I guess you're dropping Slayer Spam.
Yeah.
Because you can't drop this garbage.
Yeah.
Right? And I think that's where the game is, and I think it's good because it holds armies in check.
Yeah.
So those power lists aren't going to dominate the game because there's always going to be a counter.
Yeah. So we just got to wait for the meta to not be so down on the game. I think that was a big part of the reason why the meta was stagnant for a little while, is there was a lot of people that just weren't, they were checking out of the game and they were backseat playing and they were complaining about a lot of things, not actually playing against it. And I think there were some people that were slow to build counters to get the meta churning again. And that's really what this needs, is we need strong lists like power lists so that it causes someone else to find a counter to that, and so it's just this constant churning. And that's the way that a healthy meta should be. It shouldn't just be if you're not playing Lantern or Tron or mono green Tron, then you're boned.
I actually think Wormwood or Iona in this, I don't know what setting it is, beats Crix. Every time. Like in either setting, you Ravagers shuts down any infantry spam. Wormwood literally shuts down Slayer spam because you're like, hey, I'll threat you, or I just set up and put a forest out, and you're like, sure, trample into me, great. Well, Iona on the other hand is like, Slayers don't like
POW 18 charging Ravagers.
No, they don't. No. They don't like defense. They don't like defense 15 dodging Ravagers.
Yeah.
That's not the damage, isn't what I'm thinking. It's the fact that it's like I have to start boosting to hit you.
Yeah.
And
Def 18 no knockdown because Surefoot is fucking stupid.
I think part of the stagnancy for a while there also was that voices weren't being heard that needed to be heard, and voices that didn't need to be heard, the negative guys, were still guys doing podcasts. And then listening to Pat Dunford speak about how he likes the game, and Tom and their what was everyone called? The meta or tactical tips?
No, I forget the tactical tips, something like that.
Listen to the guys that were positive about the game speak, like Sung Soo. Sung Soo is amazing to listen to speak about the game. Listen to his podcast; they're all great. They're positive, right? And having those come back is really good for the game.
Yeah.
I think people just need to turn around and realize that if your life ain't great, don't play Warmachine. Find something else. If your life's in a good spot, play Warmachine. Have fun. Like refocus. Look at it. Not all of us are going to go to the WTC. Not all of us have the time to invest.
Yeah.
Not all of us have the money to invest, right? But the game is about having fun and throwing dice. And sometimes I get pretty shitty playing this game. And my focus last year has been fix that, right? Stop being
It's part of the reason why I stopped being such a competitive player, honestly, is I was not happy with the person I was turning into at the table. Like, not only for my opponent, but also the way that I was feeling and the way that I was beating myself up away from the table. Because Circle is an incredibly difficult faction to play. I would argue that it is probably the most difficult faction in Warmachine to play, because they are absolutely ruthless. They are not forgiving at all compared to, like, if you look at Ghetor. They're extremely forgiving as a faction. Circle is, like, you almost have to play a perfect game every time you sit down at the table, because a mistake that you make that your opponent capitalizes on can turn you on your head.
I agree. I think Warmachine within its own self is a very punishing game if you're playing against a player that will punish you.
Yeah.
So it all, part of the problem with the game is that players take this competitive, non-competitive look to the game, and you just have to set the rules with your opponent before you start. I'm here for fun. If you see a caster kill, tell me what it is. I'll reset. We'll go further.
Yeah. Like
if you want to improve yourself in the game. If we were playing a practice game and I was getting ready for WTC and this was a list I was taking, I would ask you, hey, when you see a caster kill, let me know.
Yeah.
If it's on my turn, we'll pause. I'll get you to roll it out and show me the tact.
Yeah.
And then I'm going to move back and reset to a safe position and continue.
Yeah.
And I'm
You're not
going
to get greedy and kill Ghetorix. Like,
I'm going to get
you
more.
even said it when you were you're like, I'm probably going to get Ossyan killed here.
Yeah. But if I was training to prepare myself, I would definitely have done that. I mean, like, okay, well, Ossyan stays here then.
Yeah.
Right? What else do I need to know? Oh, I need to know you go through the woods.
Yeah.
Okay, well, I'm gonna, and that's how you build a meta, is you play games like that. Be more into both sides of the game, and make sure your opponent is also on the page that he wants to play and have fun also.
Yeah.
Right? Because if you're just playing to win and crush noobs, then you shouldn't be in a meta. Go play at your house with your friends. And then when you come to play and build a meta and grow a group, play gentle.
Yeah.
And I don't mean like take it easy, take a dive. Put the foot down, play hard. And then when your opponent's like, oh shit, go back. I think I kill you if you go there. Do you mind if we just pause it, try it out?
Yeah.
And then find a safer spot. And if your opponent goes, nah, kill me, punish me for it.
That's also the same on scenario too, where you're like, you didn't put, same thing, like I forgot to run this solo to the flag. Be like, okay, if you did, this is what's going to happen. Let's pretend you did, because now it becomes, if you didn't, it's a non-game.
Yeah.
Yeah, like
especially in spread the net. Like, if you don't get something either to your flag to start scoring or to your opponent's flag to start denying them, it swings one way really fast.
I might have done that a few times this weekend.
Yeah, as soon as it's like they took over this and contest you once, you're like, I just went up like 2-3 points.
Yeah.
That sucks.
Yeah.
And nothing is demoralizing to a newer player than losing a game on the top of 2 because your opponent scores 3. Yeah. And then, or scores 5, or the next turn when your opponent's like, well, I kill these 2 models, I'll score these 2. I scored 1 in your turn because you didn't contest because you forgot.
Yeah.
That puts me to 3, and then I'll kill your objective and I'll do this, and I go to 5 and I win, and I rolled like 8 dice and you got to make 1 attack.
Yeah.
I'm glad we sat down for an hour and had this experience.
We set up more. We took more time setting up than actually.
When you come to Club Night to hang out, like, you want to get the games in, so take the time. And,
Better than that.
you're a fat guy like me, Nathan. I'm sorry.
Well, I know this is kind of like Battle of the Bulges, right?
But like, take the time to make sure everyone has fun and engages, right? Like, and again,
Yeah. So I mean, in this situation like this, the only thing that really happens is different. Obviously, if Ghetorix isn't dead, or even if Ghetorix is dead, and you manage to get further back and away so that it couldn't actually charge you. If you didn't trigger the vengeance, I don't get to you, because after you add mode, I'm not going to get there. So what I do instead is I work on killing this objective, clearing this guy, and then tying up your shooting on this side. I use the Bloodweavers to start chunking into them, and I use the Bloodtrackers to start pushing into the middle to start clearing everything out of here. So then I start forcing you to deal with all of this stuff. Losing the Shaman sucked. If I hadn't lost the Shaman, that makes this area a lot more difficult for you to clear out because of the tough no knockdown healing Ravagers.
yeah, I think he wanted to hang. I think he wanted to hang 8 inches back and block line of sight with dudes.
Yeah, he was about 8 inches. He was 8 inches from. He could have been a little farther back, just a little. But I wasn't paying attention to the range of your shooting.
Oh, we're laughing around more than anything else.
Yeah.
Range of shooting.
Yeah, and usually
doesn't shoot.
Usually def 15 against non-boosted 6s is okay. Unless you're Kari, you're just
I can raw dog that shit all day.
Raw dog these 9s.
4 days.
Yeah.
I apologize to anyone I played with the WDC and rolled dice too well for you. I am sorry.
Yeah. God, I missed Morvahna so much. You have no idea how nice it is to put her back on the table and not feel bad. Like, I played her a couple of times at the range 9 for the rerolls. It was so tough.
I'm excited for the day.
So tough.
I'm excited for the day that I get to see Circle that isn't Kruger, Bradigus, or Boulder.
It's coming.
I am super excited for that.
It's coming.
And you're going to see a lot of other things too. It's not just like a lot of those casters fit into these things that are moving in.
Yeah.
Right.
Well, I'm excited for when Steela go through CID and we get a new caster, maybe 2 other casters like Magus 1 get looked at, and maybe he's playable, more playable than he is now. I don't think he's unplayable. I just don't think he's.
He's one of those weird casters. I feel like Mosar is the same way. He's like 1 or 2 abilities away from being really good. Like 1 or 2 tweaks away from being fucking amazing. Like, Mosar is just right there. And I feel like Magnus 1 is the same way. He's got a fantastic spell list that he gets to upkeep
They want to see that on
on his
TV.
battle group. His feat, I think, really is the only thing that is kind of
Magnus 1?
Yeah, Magnus 1.
I think it's featurely neat. I think
It is very interesting, but it's not as game turning as like Blitz on Haley 1 or Ossyan's feet to just hammer your opponent.
I think Ossyan's feet needs a bit of a change. I think as an Ossyan player, I disagree that Ossyan was broken, and I disagree that Ossyan needs to be fixed. Even if he had a 67% win ratio or 57% win ratio in Hammerstrike, whatever it was, I don't think Bulldoze is the issue. Like, I think having Unstoppable Force changed to once per activation, you can push my Unstoppable Force is fine.
And we were Pagani and I were actually talking about that with some other people over the weekend. It's I think if it just changes to you can only be pushed by Bulldoze once, I think it's fine.
I don't think it fixes Ossyan. I think Ossyan also needs to change to while within for the armor.
Yeah. Oh, it's not?
That's a pulse.
It's a pulse.
Oh, Jesus.
It is not an aura.
I didn't realize that.
You can jammer stuff well past Ossyan. You run stuff 14 to 16 inches in an enemy, and you're like, go. Try and kill my stuff. I'm glad I jammed you in your deployment zone, and you're not going to kill all of it.
Yeah.
And my Bashers slam for free. Bashers, by the way, are worth 9 points. They're not worth 10. Shut up, anyone that's worth that. I love all of you on the internet. Bashers are not good jacks. They're armor 19, 28 boxes. Ossyan just makes them really good.
Yeah.
But under Gordon or Durgan, they're not.
He's that great dwarf turn polisher.
Yeah, because like under Gordon, why would you take a Basher? It's speed 5, POW 15.
See, I don't even see them when I've ever played you. I've never seen them as like, they're not going to do much work, but this is your fodder. And hell, on featured, it's a hell of a fodder.
It would be really funny to Gordon feet pull stuff in and then slam them back with a...
Oh, it'd
be funny.
And they're POW 19.
Yeah.
And the collateral for the slam was POW 19.
Yeah.
Like they're amazing, but like they're 9 points. You're not going to get work out of them long game. You're throwing them away for almost nothing. Yeah. The bonus is they're 9 points and they trade up. But every faction, every Warmachine faction has a 10-point heavy. Yeah. Or a 12-point heavy that you can peace trade with, right? Yeah. I'm sorry, Red players, you don't have great heavies that are cheap. They've got amazing. Red has amazing lights. I think Red has the best lights in the game. I think that's the counter to not having great heavies.
How many points is the Sphinx? Is it 13 or is it 12?
12. Is it 12?
I think the Sphinx is good, but it is not a 12-point jack that trades up. It's not a 10-point jack that trades up. It's a 12-point jack.
They pay 12 because they have Harpies and Sirens and Griffins. Yeah. Right? And that's...
Is it as good as an Ironclad? Is it as good as a Hammersmith? Is it as good as a...
I think an Ironclad is better. I think a Hammersmith might be worse.
That's what I go off, is what are the other 12-point jacks in the game? What are those compared to?
I think you have to balance that by looking at what do those factions have also for buffs. Yeah. What makes the Hammersmith good is you have a lot of speed buffing in that faction. You have some TK casters or Tep Excel. Yeah. You know, you can put 4 speed or a tow. You can lift it up with a crane on you know, like this.
Well, you also have a gun that that is not synergistic.
13.
Sphinx is 13.
Okay.
Its gun is real good.
Well, I just if I'm gonna play that, I would just play Ron and be like, haha.
Yeah.
Yeah. What else do you need from us, Dave?
That is perfect. That was a great discussion, guys. So, thank you for the game. Thank you, Chad, for making the time to pop in here while you were here on vacation. It was good to have you, and thank you for being the TO at AttackX. And we will have this up on the channel, and then we will have the battle report recap up as well. So, thanks, guys, for tuning in, and we'll see you next week.
I love seeing this on the board, by the way.
Me too.
Because they're models that you never saw 6 months ago.
You'll see a lot of them. Like, honestly, I think Iona is going to destroy the world.